Can you check this meat, please? I need to get you a chair, dog.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I was thinking that. Damn. Shit.
Bloopers.
Okay, now I'm recording. Hello? All right.
Hello?
Hello.
All right, recording.
Not gonna do the clapping shit?
Just for the... Okay. Who's hosting? It's you're hosting, so go ahead.
Welcome back to OneTooMany. First and foremost, I just want to say we're over 200 views on both videos. You know, started from the bottom. You know, everybody got to start somewhere.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Keep
liking.
Thank you for tuning in, guys.
Keep
appreciate
commenting. Subscribe. Our mic
so
stands.
we've actually, we were already talking about this before recording, but a lot of you guys were supporting us. A lot of the people we knew. So you guys, thank you so much. Actually,
Don't be afraid to share
a lot
either.
and a lot of you guys were probably gonna ask to get on the podcast. So,
we already got a guest list, so you're gonna have to.
yeah,
have
there's
to
gonna
wait a
be
little bit.
no, but don't act like we were fucking.
But nah, for real though, like and subscribe please, cause we got some bunk microphone stands right now, and
Yeah.
we gotta upgrade our equipment
Yeah.
to give you guys better content, better podcast. So but yeah, anyways, for those of you that are new here, I'm Elder.
Lyle, Buendia.
Aaron Acevedo.
So yeah, today we're just gonna be shooting the shit, and we're gonna be talking about conspiracy theories to start it off.
Yeah.
Basically, like which conspiracy theories like you think can be true, which ones you see like you can see why people think that they're true, but not necessarily that you believe it, and
Okay.
then some that are just fucking outlandish and like you're dumb for thinking this.
There's a recent conspiracy theory that I think I haven't looked this up, but there was like people who think that the moon landing is fake. And I was like, that shit's bullshit. You guys are stupid as fuck.
I mean, I think there's good validation. For
No,
it.
there isn't, bro. there fucking isn't. But yeah, I think that shit's like there's like it's obviously true. Fucking
I don't know, bro.
why? What do you think?
We
so?
ain't been back since.
That's because we already don't. There's nothing there. It would just
Okay.
be a waste of money.
Did you not watch Transformers: Dark Side of the Moon?
Oh, shut the fuck up, bitch.
Nah, but
That is one thing though. We don't know what's on the other side
See,
That- of the moon.
No, we've explored all of it.
we
We've sent like rovers and
you gotta
shit.
look this up.
Well, you
Oh.
can't see because
The
you know
dark
we only
side
see
of the
one
moon?
part of the moon, right?
Yes,
We don't.
But it rotates.
it rotates, bro.
But coming, like
What are you trying to say?
we don't. Because I thought we only saw one part of the moon.
No, bro. Of
Like
course
we
it-
don't. We can't see the other side. That's
Yeah,
that's
and-
why it does. Like
Okay, my other point is that they've sent rovers on the moon. So
could be
obviously,
fake,
and
man.
those are like 10, 20 year missions, right?
I
So
don't
of
think it's that
course,
long.
okay, but
That's
it's
what I was gonna ask.
okay.
How long
In
is
a
it?
year, the moon rotates. Okay, so obviously the rover would fucking go around the moon multiple times. Like it just
The
just
moon's not fucking like small.
yeah, but you act like the rover in like 2 years. Let's say it's like a 5-year mission. Okay, it's obviously not gonna be like a year or 2-year mission. The rover would have fucking already gone through the entire moon, bro. Let's be fucking completely real.
So
Wait,
you really
how
think
long- how long
you
you
really
said?
think we landed on the moon?
Yes, there's no what. Yes, it's scientifically proven,
That's
bro.
gonna go to
What?
It was on TV. It don't get no better than that.
No, they've brought like fucking Earth from the moon back and shit like that.
Earth from the moon back.
Moon, just like moon.
You mean like moon to the Earth back?
No, like Earth, like not the actual Earth, like fucking the.
are you trying to say
dirt.
soils or something?
Yeah, soil. That's called Earth.
Is it really?
Okay, but
I'm being for real. Like I don't know.
did you not, bro? Yes.
So why is
Say
it
that
called
again. You said
why,
that-
yeah,
you said
why
they
is it
call
called
Earth
Earth
too.
if it's on the moon?
No, I'm not saying the planet Earth. You guys are fucking being redundant, bro. On the argument,
okay,
there's no
no,
argument. I'm just saying like the.
I agree
Earth.
with you. We've been there 100%.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
no,
saying
no,
we
no.
have.
I'm not talking about the moon at all anymore. I'm just talking about the Earth thing. I'm trying to explain to Elder that soil or any type of fucking rock or anything, they're called Earth. That's what it is. It's like in Avatar: Last Airbender. They call it
Yeah.
Earth because it's ground.
I see. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
all
well that's
I
what
was
it
I
is.
see what you're saying.
Yes,
But no, okay. Here's my thing about that. Like, I believe we went to the moon too. But like for people that like argue that conspiracy theory, I can see why.
No,
And
I'm arguing that you shouldn't see why, and it's stupid as fuck. Like, there's no argument to be made. Like, it's been proven
Have
that
you
that's
been
the
there?
move. See, that's not a good argument. You can't just be like, "Have you been there?" and then like be like, "No,
that's
we
a
have."
fucking fantastic argument.
No, it's not.
just like
No, it fucking
the
isn't.
the outside picture, like how people say Earth is flat, but we see pictures of our planet
Yeah.
and its circle. But have you ever been on the actual
Yeah,
outside of
exactly.
the
That's
fucking
what you
Earth
can't
and-
say that. It's not a
like-
good fucking argument.
Nah, I'm
bro.
not gonna lie. Like when you look at the end of the ocean, like I could see it. I could see why people thought the Earth was flat.
No, you don't see it. Don't play devil's advocate. You have to
No,
pick a
I
side.
swear, I'm not even lying. Like I swear, like every time I go to the beach, every time I think, like yeah, like nah, yeah, like I see why they thought the Earth was flat. Cause think about it, especially when you didn't know nothing and you're just like going and going.
No.
Like, what if you're like, fuck? What if we
Okay.
just fucking
No.
Towards the end, that's-
Okay, I understand if people were like, if I could see also when like, okay, back then in like Plato's or fucking Aristotle's era when they were like, oh, the Earth is flat. That's yeah, obviously, but now people who think still that the Earth is flat, I cannot see why they see still that the Earth is flat because they're stupid. That's stupid.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, like Kyrie Irving. Why the fuck in your right mind would you think that the Earth is flat? Back then, yes, I could see it because they didn't have the technological
I
advancements.
didn't know these were gonna make Lyle so mad.
No, because no, I don't see why people would be like, "What the fuck?" Like, the Earth is still flat.
I got one that'll take us off of this whole train right here.
All right, go ahead. What?
So this is my thing. Like, so we're just one planet, right? But suppose there's a bunch of different planets, all and different solar systems, right?
You right?
So I don't know why, but this may be stupid or whatnot, but I think like each planet is a cell inside of like God's
Horton
body
Hears
or
a Who?
something.
Oh,
Wait, what?
What?
Wait, sorry. What was it? Sorry.
No, like each planet is like a cell or like a main part of the like a body inside of like God's body. You know what I mean? And there's different like solar systems and like different.
Oh,
so like
Just
a
like a-
cosmic entity, but the entity being God.
Yes.
okay. I don't
Okay.
see that.
I've
You
never
see,
heard
that's
that conspiracy
that's a
theory,
conspiracy
but that's
theory?
like a good thought.
That's I've had that for a while now.
You know what I've had?
I
I'm
don't
not even
think
lying.
so.
Like I used to allegedly, like when I was like lit or high or whatever, and I would think like, this is the only reason why I see like the moon shit, because I was like, what if like the sky ain't even real? Hear me out. Because I'm like
Chicken Little.
only low key like that.
Yeah.
I'm like only a select few people have been to space.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like literally only a handful of people have actually
Right.
been to space. So I'm like, what's saying like they weren't keeping it under wrap? Now I know that's not true, but I'm like it's technically so hard for us to like comprehend that. Like, have you seen those videos on Instagram where like it shows you like sitting on your phone and it zooms out and it shows you like as a tiny ass speck?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like our minds literally can't comprehend how small we are. But so like going into the sky and shit, I'm like, I just see it.
So when you were like high as
something
fuck,
like that.
you
Yeah.
fucking had thoughts about it.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
100%.
honestly, I think we're all thinking about this in a non-scientific way, right?
Well, I'm
if-
a scientist. So.
That's what I'm saying. Most conspiracy theories are derived from like
What about the
scientific
JFK
facts.
one?
What?
What about the JFK one?
See, that's like a historical like conspiracy theories. Those are, I would say, okay. Most scientific conspiracy theories are, I feel like, are bullshit because they've been disproven.
All right.
Historical ones are pretty.
So
like,
what's one that you believe in?
what do you mean?
What's a conspiracy theory that you
Okay,
believe
some
in?
fucking crazy one would be like
It's gonna be some shit we don't even fucking agree with.
yeah. And I'm not saying. I'm just saying like I don't say that I agree with this, but the one where it's like they keep Walt Disney's head in like a fucking ice cube. Yeah.
I kind of.
Yeah, see, I can see
kinda
that.
believe
That's what I'm
one.
saying. Because that makes sense if you wait for science to like advance enough for him to
So
be.
it's on some Winter Soldier shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that makes sense. But I'm saying like if you're trying to dispute a scientific fact because of a conspiracy theory, like out of no ground, then it doesn't make any sense.
You know which one I don't fucking like at all?
Which
I think
one?
it's stupid. That like the government or like lizard people and shit.
Or what?
Have you heard that one?
The government is what?
That legit like all like basically like the powers that be or whoever like the main they like just like the powerful people in the world like they're all lizards.
Oh, that's
Like they're
fucking retarded.
shape-shifting
I mean,
lizards.
stupid.
Okay, that's stupid.
That's
But,
what I think is stupid too. But that's like one of like the most main ones. And there's
We're
also
trying to
this
like
I
some
other
the
one.
Illuminati is like one I believe is like real. I think
that's
somewhat
somewhat
real.
real.
Like an underground society. See,
Yeah.
that makes a little bit more sense.
There's a whole thing about the Denver. I think it's the Denver, Colorado airport. That like there's like murals on there that like depict like apocalyptic like in the world type shit. I think so. I think you could even look it up. I remember watching YouTube videos on it when I was little. And supposedly there's like a whole like underground thing there for like if shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
And in Utah, like there's like bunkers and shit.
Uh-huh.
I think the ones in Utah are actually like real. Like you can buy a bunker now.
Okay.
But like all like the higher ups people have them or some shit in case like shit hits the fan. and like that's like a conspiracy theory that people didn't believe. But in Utah, there's legitimate like bunkers that you can buy and shit.
Yeah, I feel like
But the Illuminati, yeah, that shit's probably real.
yeah, Illuminati. I feel like a part of most of it is like believable. So it's like, and it's pretty grounded. So I'm like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
You know, the only thing that I don't understand is when people are like, "Oh, they sold their soul for like money or fame." I'm like, how do you do that?
That's what I'm
Not saying I want to do it. I'm not gonna
Fuck
sell
around,
my
find
soul
out.
for the podcast to take off.
But I would. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I don't know. Okay, the soul thing is like kind of like, I don't think I believe that part, but I feel like them being in like a underground society of like people who are of high power, like that makes sense to me.
Like,
just so they can keep people who aren't high power in like the same.
like, have you heard of like, there's like a global conference that happens or whatever, and it's always like the richest people in the world, and I forget where it happens, but it's like secluded and shit.
Oh, okay.
And it's legit like the billionaires, like the richest
Yeah.
people in the world, like they all like link up and they talk about some bullshit. I don't know like the full extent of the facts, but it's called something, I forget. But like even that, and like what they talk about is like a conspiracy theory and shit.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, most people believe that like people who are like in higher power are pretty disconnected to society. Like people who like are like us, like they don't know their daily lives, so they fucking make laws and like make the way that they live like based on how they live. So like people who are rich and stuff, they will like pay governments and stuff to, you know, like make laws so that they can stay in that
So
position.
benefit.
I see
Yeah.
what you're
So you're
saying.
talking about like big
That's why
corporations and companies.
that's why it like roots into people who like they keep in like a group in like they're like in the same group.
I don't even think that's like a conspiracy. Like,
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
why that's what I'm saying. The
you can say that
Illuminati
now.
makes sense because of the fact that all the rich people in the world only think about themselves. Like people who like in that lifestyle want to keep their lifestyle like that. So they have that secret society where
So
they're
you
just
think
like
Bill Gates is on some bullshit?
probably yeah.
Well, I was
What
gonna
about Elon?
Yes.
Elon is because of the now everyone like it's in the future. I forget exactly what year, but everyone's gonna have to go to electric cars.
That's
Yeah, see, that's why I
35.
didn't want you to hold the mic
My
because
bad,
I
my bad,
hear
bad.
all
my
of
bad,
it.
my bad, my bad.
That's what I'm saying.
Like and subscribe so we can get better mic sound. Anyways,
But yeah, the whole freaking everyone's supposed to have electric cars by you said 2035.
2035, yeah.
So why is that?
Well, that's
Because
more
it's
for like pollution.
That's still a law though.
What do you mean a
It's
law?
gonna become a law.
What do you mean?
Like you're
What I
not
d-
gonna be able to have like a gas.
The car you have right
Engine
now, you have
vehicle.
for us.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to have it.
Like
They
you
said
gotta
that? Who said
have
that?
like an electric. I don't know if you're not gonna be able to have it, but companies for real aren't gonna be able to manufacture cars anymore that are gas powered.
That might be what it is. I might be fucking talking my ass. I know it's something like that though.
Yeah, but I mean it makes sense, but there's also an argument to be made that like when batteries of the
It's
electric
like
they die, they're
like,
even worse
solar-
than like the gas that we're emitting to like kill the earth. To like once the batteries die, they fucking erode even worse.
Yeah, like
pollute the
solar
earth even
panels.
worse.
Like they're already seeing that with solar panels. Like once
Yeah.
they're fucked, like they're fucked.
Yeah, and they're fucking hard to get rid of, and we can't recycle them. So they pollute the earth even worse.
Ooh. I just thought about something because you brought up recycling.
What?
You ever think that like from Wall-E, like it's ever gonna be like that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
Like, let me go on this. Like, everything is almost made now to like be obsolete. Like everything's made so that we get like new shit. Like look at our phones. Like you don't need a new iPhone, but like this shit starts to break down. Like
I'm talking about
No,
the
but
trash.
I'm
the
saying how
trash
you
thing.
get there. This is what I mean, like how you get there. Like
Oh.
everything's made now to be obsolete. Like you get like a new TV like every 3 years. Like they make shit so that it breaks, so that you continue to buy shit. So by there, we're just producing more waste. So we're gonna produce more waste. Like you're already seeing it bad right now. Like where's it gonna go? Like if you keep on going, like adding up the years, like it's just gonna be more and more waste. Like there's gonna be more waste than like places that we're able to occupy and live at safely. So will technology be far enough for us to get a spaceship and be on some Wall-E shit? I don't know, but I do think that we're gonna get like fat as fuck.
no,
As an actual, like,
you're thinking of it in one aspect as far as like trash goes, but I believe I have more faith in like humanity enough to be like, well, that's the whole entire point of WALL-E is like humanity had gone to the point where they did get lazy as fuck, and they couldn't even walk by themselves, but they ended up even
I think
redeeming
it'll get
themselves.
like that.
I
I
don't
think
think so.
kids nowadays, no one
If you
is
think about
outside.
it,
Everyone is just fucking.
everything's
No, I don't think so.
everything's just getting easier. I feel like the pandemic low key helped in that aspect to show people like what really is like important.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I
mean,
would
at
like
least me personally.
I think of humanity more as like people, like eventually people will want to do things for themselves, because that's the whole point of the movie of WALL-E. Because at a point they wanted to do shit for themselves, and they got out of that. Like it might take us getting there to the point of like
Yeah, I
people
was gonna
realizing,
say,
That's what
but
said
I
was
don't
gonna
think
get
so.
to.
I don't think so, because of
Think-
movies like WALL-E. We have a movie to prove like
So
no, we
this
don't want to
is-
get to that point.
There's like a stupid example, but just think about like an escalator. Like,
Okay, yeah,
because I see the point. Like, you don't have to walk up. Like, it takes you up, but like that doesn't like handicap people still can't use it. So it's just like enforcing like a thing of laziness, and that's like a small example. But it's like everything is kind of being made so that we don't have to like work as hard anymore.
yeah, but I don't think so. I feel like that's like too
Like-
extreme. Like too
exactly.
too
But
extreme
that's
of
what
a-
he's saying. Like,
No, but I'm
that's the
saying like
extreme of everything.
no, but I'm saying like to say like at a point in real life like people will get to that point. I don't think so. That means all of us will, like all of us, every single.
we'll be
one of us.
long gone
No, I think we'll be
I don't think
dead
so.
by then.
for sure.
The fuck, I don't know. I feel like I see.
I feel like I was talking
humans-
like thousands of years down the line.
Yeah,
Like,
I still
we'll be
think so.
gone, Yeah.
I'm just saying still, even 1,000 years down the line, I wouldn't. I know that I get your point where you're saying like things are made for convenience. That's what you're trying to say. Like
No.
for more like people who like with escalators and like
Well,
DoorDash
even-
and like the people don't even want to fucking get their own food anymore, shit like that.
Like, yeah, like
makes
people
sense.
don't go grocery shopping anymore.
Yeah,
Like, they
it
have
makes
people
sense.
do it, and then they either have it delivered to their house or just pick it up.
Yeah,
And it's even making like people are already like antisocial as it is,
yeah.
and then like even with that, like imagine, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, but imagine how fucked up the kids are gonna be who are supposed to start like first grade and kindergarten, and they did that shit all online in front of a computer. Like, I'm not saying that it wasn't like the
A lot
right
of
thing
kids.
to not do, because obviously you want to keep like people safe and all that, but like their social skills are gonna be so fucked up. Like,
I don't
you know
think
what I
it's that
mean?
bad. I know
There's
that
already
it's
studies
hard to
that are
recover
like there's
for.
already studies that are like showing that.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, but I don't think it's like I said. I really don't think it's to the point where people were like are gonna get.
Well,
fucking
not right
lazy as fuck.
now.
Yeah, not
Well,
right now.
But I can definitely
I'm
see
saying
it,
like in the
like-
future. I mean, I feel like it's. I would like to think of humanity as like
See, I try
in a
and be
positive light.
optimistic too.
Yeah, optimistic.
But I'm just saying,
I don't think so.
I can't see it happening.
No, I
Like,
don't think so.
100%. You know, there's also
We've learned too many
conspiracy theory.
lessons at a point. I think history will like people say history is bound to repeat itself, but I feel like I don't think so.
See, that's what's crazy. Cause like the last pandemic that happened was like what in 1919, and it was
The
like
Black
the
Plague?
Spanish flu. No,
Oh.
that was like in like the 16,
That was like
1500.
that was like in fucking medieval times, bro. The plague.
That's close enough.
And that was only in Europe. But it was, I think it was like the Spanish flu,
Mm-hmm.
which is fucked up. Like you call it the Spanish flu. Anyways, it was the Spanish flu in 1919.
Well, I mean,
They-
it's
you
even
know
worse.
they
They
call
call this
coronavirus.
the Chinese virus, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's always.
I'm just saying, if
rooted
we're
in-
gonna change everything, like we should go back and change the Spanish flu. You know what I mean? But anyways, so 1919, and then what happened? Like it's a pandemic. So like when I was like getting on my conspiracy shit, I was like, oh fuck. And then what happened after like they got out of that? Like 5 years later, they went into war, and that
Mhm.
whole like Ukraine Russia thing was happening. I mean, it's happening, but like how like the USA was gonna get involved and all that bullshit. And I'm just like, ain't that crazy though? Like a pandemic just happened, and then worldwide tensions start to like arise and shit, and then we broke out into World War, and like the same thing was happening again. So that's what I mean by like people are like, oh, history, like people learn from that. Like I really feel like we don't. When when then they're like, if you don't learn from like history repeats itself or whatever, like if you don't learn from it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's kind of crazy how spot on it is. Like,
Well, yeah, I mean it makes sense, but like I said, it's just how you see the world. Like if you're optimistic about it, then I mean I'd like to think that people will learn from history. Like if there was no history taught, then it would repeat itself like every 5 years.
see, but then
Well, the thing that is already gonna about to repeat itself is am I forgetting the fucking word of it? It happened in 2007, 2008.
The recession,
Yeah.
the house market crash.
Yeah,
House market crash.
like that stuff is supposed to happen like fucking soon.
Oh well,
Well,
that's not
that's-
really part of history.
that's
It's
not
just how
history.
the economy
That's
works.
like that was banks being assholes technically. because they were lending out more money than they had.
No, yeah,
in
that's
order to get
no, but that's how
houses.
economy works. It also happened back then. It also was a result
Isn't that
of
not something we could learn from though? At least from last time.
not really, because like that's just comes down to people like how you vote people, and like that's why people say like capitalism is shit. Like
We talked
capital-
about this last time. Like
Yeah.
in theory, capitalism and like socialism, like when you do it right,
yeah,
it's
it works.
good.
It all works,
But
it doesn't
nobody
because
does
of
it right.
people of higher power. Like
people take
of, like,
advantage, they
yeah,
find loopholes,
yeah,
and all
find
that.
loopholes and shit like that. In theory,
But-
everything should work properly. Capitalism shouldn't have crashed our fucking market. But banks were lending, like he said, banks, people who were in higher power in charge of our money were lending out more money than they should have, and that made it crash.
And then people couldn't pay their money back.
Exactly.
So then, what's funding the money? And
So
shit?
that's if we're really learning from our history, then everybody who like thinks that capitalism is like still good for the economy should be like, no, probably not, because there's people in higher power who will always take advantage of it.
all right. Fucked up political talk. Anyways, Disney, not heard, but there's like a conspiracy that like even they know like what's going on, if that makes sense. Like
What?
the Disney movies, like the pig shit that like happens or like is going to happen and all that. Like it's like a timeline. Like everybody knows that Disney's like on a timeline or whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like all the movies technically like intertwine and shit.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But like supposedly like that really like dictates some shit that they like know.
Wait, what?
So like
Wait, I don't understand the conspiracy theory.
the theory is basically like Disney, like I guess the reason like why they're popping is because they're like going to shit that they know like somehow, some way that like will draw like our attention. You know what I mean?
Not
Are you talking about like if they know something government wise, or they just
like just in general. Well, isn't that how
They
like
know,
media
like-
works? Like
I
you
think-
make
no, like,
movies
I
to like
think just,
cater
like, in
towards
general.
people's like.
But I forget what it was, but it was some shit that basically like Disney's like Illuminati type shit, but like their own shit.
I don't understand.
It was going. It kind of is along the same line with like that Walt Disney's like Frozen or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it has to do with that,
Okay.
and like he basically like put out the timeline of like when. Dude, I don't know. I watched a video on it YouTube. It sounds.
what's wrong with
convincing.
Frozen?
Huh?
What's wrong?
No, he was frozen. Like how he's frozen.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he was talking
I
not
like that- I
Frozen,
like
but
the
he.
movie,
I
bro.
think okay.
Frozen.
The point elders, the conspiracy theory I was trying to put out, I think, is that like Walt Disney had known that like people will be into this movies. Like he's planned out Frozen back in like the 1970s.
But because he knew some shit that was like gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, so then,
like,
like-
Soul, like there was like
Yeah.
a big conspiracy like around Soul, like the movie Soul. I liked it,
That
but
was a good one.
like that they like know, like that's like what happened.
I don't know. I feel like that goes into like time travel shit. Like he, how would he have? How would he have none? How would he have known? Yeah,
Yeah,
then
the
I can't.
Simpsons
I don't know.
know
If that's not something I
Hey,
can get
The
behind.
Simpsons, bro, for real.
Yeah, I can get behind that because it like there's like it's like oh there's like evidence. It's like
And then
oh
they do
shit.
everything too. Like I think they did like I know they did the Trump.
Yeah, the Trump thing.
I think they even did 9/11. Which was, like, a
I also
crazy
think
They
so.
did.
Yeah,
I think it was after Arnold.
I don't
No,
really
they
know, but
did
I've
have
seen
Arnold
the memes.
as our
Yeah, but I think it was already
Oh, like, he was
after
already governor
Arnold
and all that.
Schwarzenegger was. Yeah.
Nah, but
governor.
if Simpsons go.
I've seen the
It's
yeah I've seen the
crazy,
memes as well. They're
right?
pretty
Like-
crazy how they and
I
they
think even
recently
did the COVID
yeah
one.
they recently did yes that's what I was saying. They recently had just predicted like I think COVID as well. They said that like the world was gonna be in a pandemic.
See, so that's what I meant. Walt Disney's on some shit like that when they were like.
Oh, it's the same shit as Simpsons.
Kinda,
That's what
yeah.
I was about to say too.
So is
I
that
mean,
just
it makes
Hollywood
sense.
in general, like conspiracy, like Hollywood, like that? It's kind of like what the Illuminati.
Yeah, I feel like it's
shit,
part of the
like-
Illuminati stuff.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah, I think it all like intertwines with like the Illuminati stuff. But yeah, I mean it just makes sense.
if we get,
It's
you
too
don't
much
see
of a
this-
coincidence. My bad. Was I?
What?
You like look back.
No, I thought you were looking at something.
No, I
You
was
kinda
looking at
scared
there.
me.
I was like, I don't know.
I literally was gonna say if this never gets uploaded and y'all never hear from us again, like you know why?
Shut
Fucking
the-
Illuminati. But,
If it never gets uploaded, then we fucking
I'm
they
connect
didn't
with one
want,
of
they
them
won't
at
know.
least.
They won't ever know.
that's a fair point. But
Dude, I just gotta live it right now.
There was like people. It's not so much the conspiracy theory, but like people in, like the Bermuda Triangle, like who just fucking
that
get
shit
like
used
lost.
to be crazy.
Yeah. Like airplanes who fly over there. I don't think it's so much a conspiracy theory or like Amelia
I
Earhart.
remember I saw like a dumbass meme where it was like you in 2009, and it was like googling like basically YouTubing like Bermuda Triangle, and,
Yeah.
like how thinking how it was gonna impact your life so much more, and it's like I've never even been over there.
I don't think the Okay, before we get to the Bermuda Triangle stuff, there was another conspiracy theory with the government is like Area 51, and that's like the most thing I fucking believe is like
Yeah, for sure.
that makes sense.
Believe that one.
I don't.
Dude, they told us that there's
I'm
fucking
kinda-
UFOs.
Yeah, they legit have figured. They had legit had information about UFOs and stuff,
It's
and
like,
it just makes it more like it's like crazy to me that like aliens exist, and like I don't think they keep life like alien life there, but now it just makes sense that like alien life exists.
but here's the thing: they never said aliens existed. They just said like they had UFOs.
Yeah,
But you know
but
what
it just
UFO
makes sense.
stands for, though, right?
Yeah.
Unidentified flying.
I mean, they don't
object,
call it
yes.
UFOs anymore. Actually, they call it like something else.
Flying
Unidentified.
saucer.
Well, supposedly-
no, it's like a flying. Fuck, I don't know.
Supposedly, like a bunch were like drones
No,
from like other countries. I don't know if that's what they're saying to cover it up.
That's technically a UFO.
yeah,
Well,
sounds-
I guess it's identified at that
Yeah.
point.
See, I just think it's crazy that they told us like legitimately like UFOs existed, but it was like in the middle of the pandemic when they told us, right? It's like nobody even paid attention. Like I remember I was scrolling through Twitter and I seen that and I was like, oh, okay, fucking.
I knew it.
I knew it. Yeah, literally.
I mean, it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean,
knew it.
I
people-
called it.
I mean, it was like a conspiracy theory that people like kind of just believed in, like universally believed in. Like it just makes sense that like there's UFOs because there's life from outer space and shit
Yeah.
that are super advanced than we are. And it makes sense. Like you said that they were drones. It doesn't make sense that they're drones because most of from what the reports that they were giving, they said like those speeds and like the maneuvers they were doing is like impossible, humanly
To, like,
impossible to
replicate,
do. Yeah.
So what about like pyramids and shit? Like you think the aliens built those, or like you think like the Egyptians had like some other type of like mathematical like?
Yeah, I mean,
advances and
yeah,
shit?
that's also up for error for me because it just makes like it doesn't make any sense.
I lean towards
The
the
aliens?
aliens.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
it's up in the air. Also, I don't think. I mean, I would like to think that humans could fucking build those fucking pyramids from back then, but it logically doesn't make any fucking sense.
Andrew Schultz has a good joke about that
What?
because he talks about like how everybody questions like how they built the pyramids in Egypt, like,
Yeah.
from aliens and shit.
Yeah.
And there's also pyramids in Mexico,
Yeah.
and he's like, nobody questions who
yeah.
built those.
Yeah.
You know, just saying like Mexicans are like the best workers
I'm
and
fucking
shit.
weak.
But that's real. Not a lot of people talk about the fucking pyramids in Mexico and shit.
I mean, I don't think they talk about like. I mean, there's no. I don't think they have like trans. Do you know about the
What?
like the history of the Egypt? Like, I mean, the fucking pyramids in Mexico.
I just know like, you know how Egyptians kind of had like gods and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that like the Aztecs and the Mayans did too, but it was more like we literally just learned about this in Spanish. It's
Are they actually pyramids?
yeah, they're pyramids. They're just not. They just don't look like the. It's almost
not as
more
big.
like they're not as big, but there's more of them.
Yeah.
Like there's way more. Like,
Well, I
they
think
just
people are
discovered, like,
more.
a
I
new
think
one,
people
too.
are just more interested in the Egyptian ones because of how like
Like they're
articulate.
supposedly,
Yeah,
they're
it's like
perfectly
perfectly
symmetrical,
and like
fucking
how it's
perfect.
structured is something they can't. People think they couldn't have fathomed.
Like
Like
people like
'cause-
if they did it today with just people like they're like they wouldn't have made it like this good.
exactly
You know, I just thought about too.
with the measure.
Even if like the aliens were to help out the pyramids, how did they even know? Like,
Communicate?
hey, I'm gonna either build this for you, or like they were looking at them and they saw like they saw the Egyptians fucking struggling and like, let me go help these fucking people.
Yeah.
Or what if there's also like a thought that for real like aliens drop like Men in Black shit where we don't even know you're an alien. Like there's conspiracies like that too, that we're all aliens and we don't know that we are, or some people are.
Yeah.
And they like wiped your shit or whatever, cause it's legit like an ant form, and they want to see like what the fuck we're like, how bad we fuck it up or like make
Yeah.
it good. Like that's also a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. I mean, I think people think about the concept of aliens in like an extreme way, but it could also just be like us, but like just more advanced. Like they could be just humans, but more advanced, and like they just come here. And like people who like think about it like this, like back in the Egypt days, they could have just been humans who like kind of look different from us, and they were just like, let me just like fucking help these fucking.
Is that like on some time
underdeveloped-
travel shit though? too?
No, it's for time travel shit. I just feel like they're just more advanced than
So they
Oh,
got
like
more
Coneheads,
advanced and
kinda?
left, and then just came back.
no, like they just
Because
got.
what I see, because when I think about it in the sense of like, so like in this day and age now, like let's say some motherfucker was so smart, but we just don't know who it is, and he like took off, I guess, like was so smart that he did that. Like
What do you mean?
they,
I don't think that's ever I don't think that's.
I don't
ever
want to say
happened.
it's time travel, but you know
No.
how like there's light years and shit.
Yeah.
So, like, when
time
they come
dilation and
back-
shit like that.
You talking about like into a black hole and stuff, like
No,
like travel through a
you're
black
thinking about
hole
it too
for.
much.
Yeah.
No, so like
That's the same thing as light
Yeah.
years.
so no, because so light years it's a unit of time, not distance.
Yeah.
So
No,
point
it
I'm
is
trying
the
to-
unit of
point-
distance, not time.
I mean, yeah, I got it fucked up. So, but the point I'm trying to make is like, literally, light travels like that fast. So when they're coming back, like there's like a theory saying
The
that they're
time
coming back
dilation.
in
Yeah,
time.
they go back in time. Technically,
Like a
like
black
time
hole.
travel.
That's the thing of going through a black hole.
I
No,
thought
it's
a
not.
black hole is just like
Yes.
black.
No, it's
I don't know.
not.
It's
That's
not,
why
bro.
it's like no light goes through it because it's like
No, but what Elder's saying is that if you travel at the speed of light, you are technically traveling faster than time. That's why
So,
he's
like,
saying
you're
when you
coming
go
back.
yeah.
yeah, it's not.
Yes,
It's not about black holes. It's
It's
not about
not-
black holes. or
I'm
anything.
just
I
saying-
know.
Yeah.
I just
I'm just
that
saying.
was that was my concept.
Okay,
of
okay,
like
okay, all right, okay.
Oh.
how I know it.
Yeah, but
Alright.
'Cause
black
I-
holes are like what you're talking about is like when you go into a black
Oh, I'm
hole.
thinking of Interstellar. That's what it is.
Yeah, it also it also bends time. Like if we're talking about interstellar, there's like time dilation and shit like that. It's like I don't know if it's proven. It's just a theory.
See, I've
but-
never seen it. Yeah,
That's
everything's
for,
a theory
that's for
too.
sure.
So
Yeah.
that's what I mean. But if you're coming back, because you know how they're like, to go to Mars, it would take like this amount of time. So by the time they get back, like that's the point I'm trying to make. So like they're traveling fast enough to the point where they're like technically like coming back in time. You get what I'm saying? Because they're
I don't
able to
think
But
go.
they still live.
But the point I'm trying to make is they're able to travel fast enough to where they're not like aging like that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but no, what I'm
Like the time it would take us to get, like, let's say it took us fucking 100 years to get to some like spot we're trying to go to in space, but they
Jupiter.
have it so advanced. Let's say it takes them like I don't know, like let's say it takes them a fucking hour. So you get the point I'm trying to make.
No, I'm not.
So-
I'm not trying to. I wasn't trying to make that point where they like on some time travel shit. I'm just trying to say like, think of it like us, right? We unlock.
Well, fuck. Well, let me make my point before you cut me off.
It was
and
my
motherfucker-
conversation first.
Huh?
But go ahead. It was literally my I was the one that started the conversation. But go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go now then.
No, I was trying to
No,
say.
no, motherfucker, you go.
I was just trying to say, like people like us, right? If we find another civilization in some fuck knows nowhere, because we unlocked like the ability to space travel, right? Eventually we will, like eventually, I would hope so. We find another civilization that's in like their Egypt time, and then we help them build the pyramids. That's what I
you're
think of it
saying-
as
That's
like.
the point
what-
that I low-key was trying to say.
yeah, but
that
I don't
we
think it's not
got
time travel.
to the
I'm
point.
not gonna lie, that one made a little bit more sense.
Yeah,
No,
see,
okay.
that's what I'm saying. That's
you
what I'm
said it in a
saying.
much more, but that's the point that I was trying to make. That we got so advanced, and like let's say we didn't know the Egyptians were that
Yes.
advanced, and they left.
Yes.
And they left like the clues to make us like figure shit out. Cause like if you notice it, I don't want to say the industrial boom, but like we've gone so far in such a
Yes.
short amount of time.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? But right now we're low key kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
We haven't made another advancement. So the point I'm trying to make is those people that might have helped out Egypt and
We're just an
did,
advanced
like,
civilization.
they're on their way back right now.
Well, I mean, yes,
Damn.
but okay. I mean, I
Don't
guess
tell
that
me
makes
that. I
sense.
don't want to be here when they
But the
get back.
point that I'm trying to make, but it's like he said, it might not even be on some malicious shit. It might just be on some like, oh, help us fucking.
Yeah.
Continue
Well, I
to
don't know. They might have a
advance
god
to get where
complex. They
you're
were
at.
probably just like, we're more advanced than you, so that's why.
So what's the next thing?
America.
What's the next thing you would
Fuck 'em
want to
up.
see? Like next advancement.
I don't think I'd
Nothing,
want to see
nothing.
shit.
I would like I said like I would like
Time
advancements in like
I would want to see that. That'd be crazy.
pipe dream. I feel like a
Or
lot of the advancements
teleportation.
I like to see is like space travel. I really wanted to like be able to like visit space and just fucking go to other planets and stuff.
So
That'd be cool.
teleportation.
Not teleportation, just like have a fucking spaceship.
How would teleportation work? Because wouldn't it have to break down like our molecular level? And
I mean,
shit?
it's been scientifically proven to maybe be impossible because of the fact that you can't transfer another person's molecular like level into another place. You would have to die. Basically, they'd
That's
kill
what I'm
you
saying.
and like
You'd
bring you back
break
to life.
down your like molecular structure.
That's
and shit, right?
basically it. Yeah.
That's scary. Just imagine the person who has to test that.
Oh fuck! I really hope they don't test that shit.
But going.
Oh, they'd
this
have
is-
to. They'd have to test animals in for sure.
This is
Yeah.
a little bit off topic, but what did you guys think of the fucking end game like time travel rules that they did? Because they were on some other bullshit.
That's
Am I
like
wrong?
No, I think the end
What do you
game.
mean on some other bullshit?
Because you know how they even say like I've never seen Back into the Future, but usually like if you go back in time, you can't fuck with anything. Like let's say
Yeah,
you can't
that
bet- you can't bet on like a game or nothing.
Yeah,
or
that
else it would
concept-
fuck up and create a new reality.
Yeah,
You're
no,
talking
that-
about
that
like a butterfly
concept-
effect type shit.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
concept of time travel isn't believed anymore in like the scientific community. It's like
The
See,
butterfly
this is what I
effect
hate
thing?
though, because we've never fucking time traveled. So how the fuck can we disprove that theory?
no, because think about it. If in the future, right? In the future, like if you really think about it, we will eventually maybe have gone time travel. So someone who had already time traveled is
Oh,
bound to fucked up.
I hate when it gets to
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
point because
saying.
then you go into
It just mind fucks you.
yeah.
Because
That
it
was a
mind fucks you.
whole-
Because someone who had already time traveled in the future would have gone back already and fucked something up.
That's how Interstellar actually like.
Yeah.
That's how what
See,
happens.
Keep going.
And I
I lost
just-
my
Yeah.
thought. I'm
Okay.
trying to get it
Sorry.
back. Just
The
keep
the butterfly effect doesn't make any sense because they say that you can't fuck up the future because if you think of time like a linear line, right? It just keeps going like this. If you go back, you can't change what had already happened. Is what I'm saying.
I hate
Yeah.
when
But
it
that's
gets
what
to
I'm
that
saying.
That's what I'm
shit,
But
bro.
can you make that new reality?
No, because that's what I'm saying. Oh, they say that each time you time travel is already a new other
new
line.
branch?
It's not a branch, another line.
another timeline? So this
So
is
it
where
creates-
it sounds like Loki
Okay,
now.
so
That's
it
why it's called
creates a
multiverse.
whole new line.
Yeah.
That's like parallel to that one. It
No, they
doesn't,
say
like,
that
branch out.
no, they say that
We're
they
not
say
physicists, by the way.
yeah, we don't know. They say that all those times, all the different decisions, every single different decisions we could have made had
Okay.
already happened in a different.
So how does
in
that
all-
get into like realities though? Because
What do you
I'm
mean?
like a big believer.
well,
like
now that's just another reality.
Yeah.
Now that's just another.
No, I'm a
like,
big believer in like literally like let's say going out of here, like there's a reality where I go down, I take Shields, and
Yeah.
then there's a reality where I go and I
Right.
take Ashland, and those are going to be two very different realities that never like.
Yeah.
And like there's the me because I'm gonna take Shields, but there's like the me that's
That
gonna take
didn't,
Ashland,
yeah.
like is legit gonna like that reality is gonna happen, but I'm just not gonna be present in that reality.
Yeah.
But the point, I guess what I'm saying trips me out is like, why am I conscious in this reality where I took the
Yeah, that's what
Shields
I'm
one
saying.
and I'm not conscious in the other one? That took the
because
Ashland
your
one?
consciousness aren't connected. Everybody,
That's
every single person,
crazy.
every single like version of yourself has a different conscience.
So you think there is a there's a
multiverse theory
multiverse?
makes more sense to me than it does the butterfly effect. Is what I'm saying with time
I
travel.
believe in the multiverse.
Yeah, no, but you were
Like
saying you're
there's
some other shit.
there's a multiverse where we did this way earlier, this podcast, and like we're fucking big and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm
1 million
saying.
Followers. We'll
No,
get
yeah.
there one day, but
No, but
but
yeah,
that's what I mean. Like there's like you believe in that, like that multiverse type shit, right?
yeah, the multiverse theory. That's what it is. Like time moves in parallel. They're like all lines. They don't connect to each other.
So do you
But with the
think we'll-
butterfly effect, there's like a
yeah.
branch.
So do you believe this one? Say another you from another multiverse,
Yeah.
another universe, whatever the fuck comes
Came
to
over
your
here.
reality.
Oh fuck.
Do you think
Yeah,
that would
there
fuck
could
with
be.
you?
Do you think that'd be on some Spider-Man shit that would?
Yeah,
like,
that's what
fucking
that,
cause,
that's
like, a
that's
ripple in
that's
this
the part
dimension
that
and
doesn't
shit?
make any.
Wait,
what?
I said, do you think it'd be like on some Spider-Man shit where like if they invaded our like universe, like our
Oh.
dimension, it would cause like a ripple between the dimensions?
No, I think that's like fantasy type shit.
I was gonna say a thing where like where it's either the you right now or the you that came from another universe,
Yeah,
like either or like fades away or like dies because of being like too close.
yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Like two of yous can't exist in the same.
Yeah, in
Okay.
the same
Oh, in the same.
on the
reality?
same
No, I
planet, the same
think
timeline,
so.
whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that comes down to like cosmic entities. Like if another version of me from another universe is what you're saying
Yes,
comes to my timeline
yes.
and then just fucking like says what's up, like I'd be like
Okay, you guys have been hanging out, but you
I don't think I'll just disappear from reality. Is what you're trying to say?
but there can't be like I don't even know the word for it, but like there just can't be two of Lyles
yeah,
right here, right
yeah,
now.
yeah,
So either you or the one that came from
has to go.
Yeah.
Well, you
but
think they'd merge on some shit?
I don't know about merging.
I don't think so. Well,
I don't know.
at that point, I don't think that's why it confuses me about the multiverse theory as well is because time travel, like you said, makes more sense in one timeline where you would go back to the past. So does that mean there's multiple like different versions of myself where we all do the same thing? Because then if I
Isn't
go,
that the thing though? Like even okay, like how there's a good Doctor Strange and then there was a bad one.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I like how every single conversation just goes back to Marvel.
yeah,
Well,
it
because
really
that's like the
does.
only place where we've seen it. Like I was literally gonna even mention the Matrix.
The Matrix.
Like,
Oh, that last one's ass, bro. You talking
Okay.
about that one?
I just mean in general, like the concept.
Uh-huh.
Like we're
Yeah, I
in like
hated
a
that one.
fucking simulation type bullshit. I know it doesn't have anything to do with like the linear shit, but I was gonna bring it up. Like the only reason like why we even have this is because like it's been depicted in like movies
Yeah.
and TV shows. So that's kind of all that we have to go off of.
Well, I'm.
What about the person that already came up with that?
Yeah, no,
you
I was
think
just
those people
small
ever had
motherfuckers.
some?
no.
Or
What
you ever think they had a?
They're
Um,
fucking from the future came from another dimension.
the starting
Yeah.
the starting conversation that we had for the time
That's a
travel
good
stuff
conspiracy theory.
was
right
you
there.
said well, no what you
Ooh.
said was that
Starting.
Marvel was on some bullshit.
I asked, is that time travel on some bullshit or is
No,
it
I don't
technically
think
right?
it's technically depicted on some like what we've studied so far, basically, because the butterfly effect stuff doesn't make any sense anymore.
But
It just doesn't make any sense.
it does in that. Well, that's in a movie.
See,
but
What do you mean?
see, because this is the part that made
remember
me
Tony
trip.
Stark doesn't want to get close to his dad, or else it would like fuck up a whole bunch of things after that.
What do we get close to that?
Remember when he
said
Tony
it?
goes with Captain with Captain America back to
1970.
yeah
Yeah.
where his dad with his
Yeah,
dad
with
or
his
some
dad.
shit, and he can't get close to his dad
Yeah.
for too long, or else like some shit would happen.
Yeah.
But his dad didn't even. Does
But
that make
no, I think that part is what Marvel thought of. It's not like based on science.
Yeah.
The time travel part was based on
That's what I
science.
say, it's just
because
a
it
movie.
hasn't we haven't tried, like he said, we haven't time traveled. So we don't
That
know
we
what
know of.
happens when we get close to the other person, or like when another me gets close to me.
What if time
Maybe
that was my
traveling?
point earlier.
Yeah.
Hey,
what do you mean?
bruh, what if time traveling is on some like light year shit, where people are time traveling right now and they just haven't made it back yet?
I mean,
Is
yeah.
this coming from another?
Hey, and then
Universe?
time travel, you know what doesn't make sense? Like, it doesn't make sense as in general, but like going in the past makes more sense than going into the future.
Why?
Am I right?
Damn,
or
you know
am I
what makes
right?
sense then?
What?
The Terminator.
What do you mean?
Explain.
He comes from. They're from the future,
Right.
Right.
but they come to the past
Uh-huh.
to try and end the. I forgot the name for the robots and shit. This is bugging me.
Don't matter. We know the plot.
Yeah, he comes back to try and stop all that.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why it's a butterfly effect. That movie's time travel is based on the butterfly effect. Yeah. That's what it means.
See, so what happened in the
But that one
timeline
makes
then
sense, though.
when Loki got away
What do you mean?
in Marvel? Because in the original one, like,
Yeah.
see, so this is what was fucking me up. So
I
in
think
the,
you can keep going back and forth at this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I don't think we ever.
let me,
No, no,
let me,
no,
let me
no,
just
no,
get this
okay,
point
it's fine.
out, and
This
then
is a
we'll
podcast.
fucking-
This is what we're talking about, but, like,
we'll
go
fucking
ahead.
get rid of it. So, because you know how they were like, so we go back and we put the stones as soon as we took them away,
Yeah.
so that it doesn't create that new
Yeah,
branch
in
of
the Loki
reality,
series,
or
that's what
whatever it was.
that's what they go into. It's the fact that the timeline is one linear line because the guy who's the main King the Conqueror, he keeps
Oh, it's
everything
him?
in check. Yeah, that's why they introduce him. But then
So do you
Loki
think there's,
kills
like, a
him.
real-
No,
oh,
he
fuck.
says, okay, I'll just spoil it. I'll just fucking spoil it to you since you don't want to fucking watch
No,
it.
I don't watch it.
They represent time as one whole sacred timeline because King the Conqueror knows that like every version of himself like went to war with each other because he was so smart and he just fucking like is insane. So he won that war and then he kept one timeline forever. But then Loki was like, am I just destined to fucking like lose? Because that's what his purpose was. That's what he was like. They were trying to get rid of his timeline where he escaped because he has like the ability to. And he was like, what the fuck? Am I just supposed to lose forever? And he's like, yeah, that's your job. So then he kills him. And then all the timelines fucking start fucking going array. So then that's why there's multiple like different timelines now, like multiverse shit. Yeah. But like I said, the theory of time travel, multiverse theory wise, makes sense to me. But like when you get into stuff like what happens when you like go into another universe and like meet yourself, well, nobody knows because it hasn't fucking happened.
No,
so.
see, but then that means, oh, never mind. 'Cause that's just Marvel.
That's it. Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Because I was like, but that means that there is one linear one, and then it branches. But never mind. 'cause
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
fake
Yeah,
fucking bullshit
that's
or
what. Yeah,
whatever.
they're trying to. It's like they're trying to take the concept and like do it together. But if you think about time travel as a scientific concept instead of like what you've seen it as, then it kind of makes sense. But
So,
not really, because it's still
on
kinda
that
like a gray
theory.
line.
So if I went back in time
Mhm.
and I told like 12-year-old me, like, hey,
This is the shit that will happen.
no, like invest in fucking Bitcoin, and then when it hits 62,000,
you won't come
pull
back.
out.
No, yeah, but then you'll come back to your timeline, and
I-
you won't
would
be
I be
rich.
rich?
No, that's the theory.
Well,
Won't be.
you'll probably be rich, but you'll
No,
probably be in
no.
a place where like
No,
you-
no, he's saying him. Like
'Cause
with
then-
his reality, that's what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Then
with his 12-year-old decision, and then he
Change
comes
his
back.
reality. No,
Okay.
that's what I'm trying to say. Is no. Yeah,
Well, isn't that what?
What?
I feel like something like that happened to Back to
yes,
the Future,
that's what I'm saying. That concept
and they
of time
did
travel.
come back to the present, and like they were like,
Well, that's the
like a life was
butterfly
changed
effect
or
that he was
something.
saying earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That concept of time travel is the butterfly effect. The Marvel's concept of time travel is the multiverse theory. That's why it's two different theories.
So then there would be, you know what? I'd do it anyways, just so that there's one me that's
Yeah,
living
that's
life
like
and
rich.
shit.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I
in
would
the
too.
back of your mind when you
Yeah. I'm
You like-
hey,
you could
man,
live
we out
happy,
there
like-
right now.
But yeah, no, that's the theory. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why fantasy shows and like time travel movies make sense. Are so good because it just gets you thinking about that type of shit. But it hasn't happened. So, I mean, it could have happened. We just don't know. People like
I think
myself.
Interstellar is the best one.
Yeah, Interstellar.
I've never seen it.
It's pretty good. It's
That
pretty.
would
Good.
make me cry. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I mean, I think at the end where he was like talking about like love and shit like that was kind of stupid.
what's like the movie where like you cried and you're like, if you told people, they'd be like, you fucking cried in that movie?
I don't know. I feel like I've cried in movies that like make sense.
Yeah,
Like, I
don't
cried in
cry about
Avengers
bullshit,
Endgame.
bro.
Like,
if I cried, it was a good movie. man.
yeah.
I mean, you said you cried in Interstellar, and Lyle
was a
looked
great
at you
movie.
real funny.
No, it makes sense to cry there. It was like
When
pretty
it's
emotional.
when it's his daughter's birthday,
Yeah,
and
it's, like,
he misses
emotional.
all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if
That
you're. I don't
sounds
know.
like a shit dad.
That's why
He
you gotta
did
watch
it to
it.
save the
That's what I'm saying. You gotta
save
watch the
humanity.
movie to like make sense of it. But I feel like most, if not all, movies have an emotional part of like to get you to cry. They all have like emotional like.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Coco's pretty sad.
I mean, that's what but that's a movie that's like aiming to make you like get in your feels. I mean, like, what's a movie that like wouldn't make you cry, but like you did cry?
I mean, most of the movies I've
I'm not gonna
cried
lie.
in are meant to make me cry. Not meant to
Airbud.
make you cry, but there's like a point in the movie where you're meant to cry. What'd you say?
Airbud.
Why?
It's like when he puts the pudding down, because he knows that Buddy likes the pudding.
Yeah, I would cry there
And
too.
he's like, go.
Wait,
go,"
people have
you know,
told
like,
you?
yelling at him.
No, but people have told you that like why you cry in the movie.
Well, I mean, because it was last year. No, I'm playing. Nah, it was when I was little and shit. But yeah, that made me cry.
Yeah, I mean, I would
You're
cry
little.
over that movie too.
And
It
then
makes sense.
Longest Yard got me too with Caretaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nah, see, that's what I mean. When I told people that, they're like, really?
What do you mean, The Caretaker?
Oh, have you seen The Longest Yard?
No, I've not seen The Longest Yard. Sorry.
Yeah, then you would
Forget
know.
it. Forget it.
Um,
I refuse to watch Coco though,
Coco's
Why?
good.
just 'cause like when it comes to movies, like I'm a bitch. Like I'll cry. And I heard that Coco's sad as fuck, so I'm like, I'm gonna just save myself the fucking.
Yeah, I
watch
mean,
it.
like I said, most
Coco's
movies have
really
like an
good.
emotional part. There's like an emotional part in fucking like Toy Story where they're like
Oh,
Toy
Toy
Story
Story
3,
3, bro.
that
Oh.
was- Wait,
I
are
don't
you talking
think-
about 3 or 4?
3.
When they're about to get burnt.
And then
Yeah,
they're holding
3.
hands and
No,
shit going
I
down. Yeah.
introduced
That
Elder
was-
to Toy Story.
Dude, I think we watched it.
yeah, here, and he was
Yeah.
like, "No," he was
That
legit
one
like,
was satisfying.
I remember this. It's another core memory, like back to our first episode.
Claw.
He was
Yeah.
bro, like I put it on right. I was like, watch the movie, it's so fucking good.
No, you know what's crazy?
And he was like, dude, what Toy Story?
Miss Garcia was the one that was like, "Oh, you need to watch," because that's when
Yeah.
it came
I'm
out.
gonna look up what kind
She
of
was like-
tearjerkers are.
She was like, "You need to watch it," and then she's like, "No, trust me, watch it." And then that's when I came over here, and you're like, "Yeah, it's good." Watch
So
it. Because I
fucking
had seen
good.
the first one. I don't really fuck with Toy Story that much.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I love Toys. Well, after
Alright.
3, it's not good.
Well, yeah, me
But,
too. I think so too.
But yeah, no, and I was like low key tearing up
Yeah.
on this couch right here.
Yeah,
like,
I mean-
watching it.
These people got Selena as a tearjerker.
My mom watches that movie and cries every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shit.
See,
Well, I
that's what
think
I'm
it's because
saying.
you didn't live through it.
That's what I'm saying.
Pursuit
I
of
don't.
Happiness.
Nah.
I don't get the
Forrest
concept
Gump.
of you saying
Fuck
like.
Jenny.
I don't get the concept of you saying like when you were like, oh, what's a movie that people were like, what the fuck would have made you cry?
Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That didn't make me cry at all.
No.
I mean, it
It's
makes
a
sense.
fucking great movie, but
It's a good ass movie.
It's a
No,
fucking-
it's like it makes me pretty emotional. I think it's just how people connect to the movie, cause like it makes sense, cause he's like some guy who like is like from fucking like from the trenches.
from Boston.
Yeah, he's from the trenches, and he fucking like gets successful because
not
of
your
like his
fault.
connections. Yeah, it's not his fault.
Fuck with me, man.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
pretty sad.
It's not your fault.
Oh, Marley and Me.
Oh, I cannot, dude. First time I saw Marley and Me, I fucking bought. No, have you seen Hachi?
Brokeback Mountain. That's a tearjerker.
I've never
No,
seen
but
it.
I think most movies, someone will always say, "Why the fuck
Hey,
would you cry that movie?"
I'm not gonna lie. When Tony Stark died, like if I wasn't with them, I might have fucking
That's what I'm saying.
cried. But I was like, I can't be bitching it. You know what I mean?
No,
So
but
I felt back my
the point I'm
tears.
trying to make is someone will always say, "Why the fuck would you cry in that movie?" 'Cause somebody's probably gonna come to you and be like, "Why the fuck did you cry the part Tony Stark died?" Because you like love Tony Stark.
Shit, bro. I know.
That's
I
what
grew
I'm
up with it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
The thing with that too is that like he's coming back.
No, he's not.
Like, yeah, he is.
No, he's not, bro. He's dead.
He's supposed to be coming back.
No, but have you seen Hachi?
Don't say that.
Have you seen Hachi?
I have not seen Hachi.
Bro, it's so fucking. That movie legit had me like bawling, like ugly crying. It's about so this guy, the dog goes with like his owner to the train station every day before he goes to work and shit, and he goes back and he waits for him,
Mm-hmm.
and like and they go home together, and then one day like his owner has a heart attack and dies at work, and he goes
And he just waits there.
and he fucking waits there till he dies.
I feel like
I forgot how many years. Like it's a real story.
Yeah.
Like they have a statue of Hachi. I think it was in Japan.
Yeah,
And like there's a statue of him, and I was like ugly crying because you literally see him like going back
I
every
feel
day.
like with dog movies, you always have
Oh,
like
yeah.
a soft
No,
spot.
I got a
for
soft
it.
spot for
Yeah.
dogs. Yeah,
So-
I'll fucking. That's why and now that I have Apollo, I got a labs. I can't watch Marley and Me like ever again. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean a lot of movies.
If you have a
would-
fucking heart, bro, Marley and Me.
I don't
make me
think-
cry.
a lot of movies will make me cry, but not even like sad cry, like oh fuck yeah, happy cry and shit like that.
Like Soul almost wanted me, like almost had me tearing up just because like I felt like happy for him. Like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
That's such a different type
Crying
of-
tears of joy.
I don't mean to sound like
Like a what?
how can I say it?
a hard ass,
No,
like a softie.
not like a softie, but okay. So when I posted on my Instagram story, like when the Raiders won against,
Oh, and you said you wanted to cry.
yeah, I'm not even lying, bro. Like
Yeah.
I felt like tearing up because I don't know.
No, but I mean
Bitch.
that's
I'm just playing.
no. A lot of people will cry over shit that like other people will be like, "Why the fuck are you crying over that?" Because you connect, like there's like some type of connection with you and the Raiders, and like it's sentimental to you. So
Yeah.
it's like when they won, you're like, "Oh fuck, I want to cry."
Nah, like I literally was thinking about it. And I literally thought about it. Like if I see a Super Bowl in my lifetime,
Oh yeah,
or
we
the
just
Dallas
talked about
Cowboys,
this.
I'm gonna be fucking balling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I already know.
I mean, I wouldn't get it. I'd be like,
Kevin Hart did
"What?"
it. when LeBron James won
it. I did it.
When LeBron was what?
Remember when LeBron won
When they
in
won in
like
2016?
2015, 16?
Oh, what did he?
And they came back from the 3-win
Yeah.
against Golden State.
And what
He
did he
did
say?
it by himself.
What did he say?
There's like
Well,
no.
It was a
like,
lip over.
Oh,
like him and Kevin Love are hugging.
was that a
And
bad
he's
lip
like, "We
reading
did it, Kevin,
video?
I did it.
Huh?
Is it part of the bad lip reading?
Nah, it was just like.
Oh.
No, he just
Doesn't he say
it's
something
funny
about
as
his shoelace strings and shit? Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
that
something
shit
like that.
was
Okay, I don't know the
fucking
meme.
hilarious.
That's
But anyways,
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't get it. I don't know, but like for you, yeah, dude, that's good, man. If they would, if they would make it to the Super Bowl,
I'd cry.
yeah.
I'd be so happy.
Yeah, it'd be.
Isn't it crazy how like you for real like when it comes to like sport teams, like that they for real like you feel invested in it.
Yeah, a lot of people feel invested in other shit.
But I'm like it's crazy.
Yeah.
'Cause like it technically doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if we play a shitty ass game and we lose, like I'm in a shitty mood. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
That's what I mean. A lot of people. That's why I don't try to judge people who are like into, like if they're invested into a certain thing, because I've been invested to a certain thing. People will be like, "What the fuck?" When you turn around and you look at them and they're invested into a certain thing and they get emotional about it. I wish I could get emotional about a team, but I was never. I wasn't like raised to like love a team before. I love basketball, but
You can come
I
to
don't
the
think I would
silver and
fucking.
black.
Huh?
You can come to the silver and black.
Shit. I don't think I would ever cry if like the fucking Knicks made it to the fucking finals. I'd be like, oh fuck yeah, dude, that's my favorite team.
Making it to the finals is.
Winning it though. Come on.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
If we got to the Super Bowl and we lost, I'd probably cry too.
yeah, see,
I'd be
if
like,
we
fuck,
went,
I
if
don't
the
know
Knicks
if
went
we're
to the
ever going
finals
back.
and lost, I wouldn't be fucking crying. I'd be like, they're my favorite team, but what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it's just because I wasn't raised like to.
do you feel pride when you watch the Olympics and shit? Like, are you rooting for the Filipinos?
When they like the Filipino girl like won the weightlifting gold,
Oh, I forgot
I was
about
like,
that.
hell yeah, bro. I mean, like, of course, for Filipinos, there's not a lot of representation. So, like, for us winning the first time, I was like, wow, fuck
See,
yeah, bro.
I never watch soccer until it gets to like the Copa America, which is like a Latin Cup
Yeah.
or the World Cup, and like
Yeah.
I feel fucking.
I love being represented, bro. I fucking love that shit.
It's just fucking too bad we fucking suck, man.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
mean,
suck, but man,
yeah.
don't hurt.
I mean, I always love underdog stories. So, like,
That's
like
real.
being an underdog and stuff. Like, there's like that fucking one movie, McFarland, the cross country movie.
I never watched it.
They're like fucking. It's actually
It's
about
down-
like
down the
people who, like
street.
down the street. People like they had a high school and they were like in the trenches and they didn't have like a good program for cross country, but they were just really talented and they like won and shit. And they were like all Mexican, weren't they?
Yeah.
So, and they had like Clovis High in it too in the movie.
They did have close behind it. That's
Yeah.
right.
So, I love those type of movies like underdog stories and stuff.
I think that was the 70s.
Yeah, I think
You
so
sit
too.
right down the street.
McFarland
McFarland
is-
is like an hour down.
It was a
south.
joke.
Oh,
It's
God.
Yeah.
just-
It's like next to
close.
us.
Oh, man.
It's like next to us. Yeah,
What are-
but I love those movies.
So off the dome, then what are your top 5 movies?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Off the dome.
Nah, because
This is
then
a
I'm gonna say
horrible
them.
one.
People are like, what the
I'm not
fuck?
even ready for
Nah,
that.
that's like something that I gotta fucking.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Because off the dome, it's like, come on.
No,
like,
I mean like I would just say like a bunch of fucking superhero movies, bro.
okay, then that's what you like. That's what you like, man.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't be also dumb.
Like, fuck, man.
Dude, it's not
got me.
fucking like Endgame is probably one of them. To be honest, Like-
What's your favorite superhero movie?
Warrior.
Warrior.
Oh, that's a great
What's that
fucking
one?
movie.
Warriors.
You never seen Warrior?
Bruh.
Which one's that one?
It's like a
The two-
UFC movie.
When the two brothers fight.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Tom Hardy's in it. That motherfucker's yoked.
Is that the one where is it like the same concept as like Rocky?
No.
Oh,
It's like,
What is
you don't win, you don't have a home. You're like, fuck. He's got to win.
what the fuck?
Nah, Warrior's cool.
Okay.
Warrior's cool.
I mean, I feel like that's worth the watch then. If it's one of your top 5 movies.
Yeah.
No
I don't know if
order
it's in my
though.
top
I feel
5,
like if we
but-
were to order it, it'd be even harder.
I'm saying you don't gotta order it. but
Dark Knight.
That's your favorite superhero movie.
No, it's like with my top
That's what I'm
5
saying.
list.
What is your favorite superhero movie?
Dark Knight.
Iron Man.
Okay, makes sense. Favorite superhero movie, bro. Dark Knight's really good, bro.
Spider-Man 2 might be up there.
Shit.
Nah, it's Iron Man. Mine's Iron Man.
I'm gonna go basic Endgame.
Yeah. Okay. Safe pick.
Oh, bitch! I saw that.
Valid
Don't
plan.
fucking invalidate.
Alright, so
his
what's like your
opinion.
favorite like serious movie
Serious?
movie?
or like critically acclaimed type shit?
Fuck, I don't know.
The hell does
Like
that mean?
Inception's really good.
That's what I mean.
Interstellar.
That's what I mean. Like
Interstellar
Wolf
is
of
up there
Wall
for me.
Street type shit. Like
Okay, well then.
Then,
Interstellar's
no, I
up
feel
there
like you
for
should
me.
just include every movie because then every movie's a serious movie, bro. What if my
Step
favorite movie
Brothers,
was?
dog.
Is
That's
it
in
your
my
top
top
5?
5. Hell yeah.
Step Brothers for real?
Dude,
That's
it's
good.
just it's like the what's it called when it's like
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't want. No, I. Don't,
not son. It's like nostalgic.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think
Step Brothers.
what's it called? I don't think that like people who have like top 5 movies who are like movie critics, like people will say like Pulp Fiction and shit like that. I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't
Yeah, or like The
yeah.
Godfather.
Godfather's good.
Yeah, exactly.
I never seen.
But they'll have movies like that and they think their taste is good. But anybody can have like you said, Step Brothers, which
That's
is
in my top
unexpected. But
5.
like I'd be like,
That's in
yeah,
my
that's
top
fucking
5.
valid, bro.
It's good.
It's a good movie.
fucking love
It's a
Step
good
Brothers.
fucking movie. I'd put-
Nostalgic though, I feel like for me
That-
at least, is Pineapple Express.
See, I feel like y'all ruined that movie for me because y'all talked about it all the time, and they're like, "It's hilarious, it's hilarious." I was expecting it to be funny as fuck, and I was like, "It's funny, but it's not like
I don't really watch comedy movies
that
like that, to be
funny.
honest. So
the other guys." I think the other guys is hilarious, bro.
Yeah, the other guy is great.
Fucking love that movie. It's like up there with
like I
Step
said, I don't watch
Brothers.
comedy movies like that. So
You need to watch those ones, bro. At least.
I mean, I've seen like Hangover.
Hangover. First one's
Hangover,
good.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
funny
first
when
one
it first
because
came out.
I remember
Dude,
you fucking saying
21
that
Jump Street was funny as
Oh,
fuck
21
when it
Jump Street is
first
good
came
too,
out,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah. When you're recording a podcast. We're recording a podcast. Oh my god. Yes, we are. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's our second one. Who's first?
Mom was interrupting. But what 21 Jump Street.
What else is out there?
I feel like
I
I was
can't even think of
forced
movies right
to
now.
watch Hangover because Elder would
Superbad?
fucking sing the fucking
Superbad.
Tiger song. All the fucking time.
time.
Yeah, all the fucking time. Like back in like high school, I was like, alright, I'm just gonna watch it. Yeah, but it was fucking hilarious. I don't know. Yeah, that shit made me fucking.
That shit was
die.
funny.
Yeah.
I can't think of any ones.
Shit, I don't know.
But
Yeah, I was not prepared for movies. I
Project-
was so stuck
yeah.
on like time travel and stuff.
For real, like,
hey, no, that
we
shit had
hella-
me like it had like my
That's
gears
what I'm saying.
turning for a
It's-
minute. I was like,
it's hard. It's
oh,
a-
fuck, bro.
Fuck. We even fucking deviated from the fucking conspiracy theory conversation. That's why.
Well, I mean, isn't that the point too? Like,
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Fucking. What about Project X?
I like Project.
I don't
X.
remember
Alright.
the first time I watched Project X. I feel like it was one of you guys that I was watching it with.
sorry.
I remember.
Oh,
I
you
think it
know,
was James or
speaking of
something.
movies, scary movies are very hard for me to like
Yeah, me either.
because it's like I don't know. I feel like I could always tell when I'm gonna get scared. You know what I mean? Like the last actual scary movie that I watched that I was like, what the fuck? Was like you know what's a good ass movie? Now I remember Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a fucking. I like scary movies like those, like psychological
Like thriller
horror.
type shit.
We watched it in the
Yeah,
backyard,
what
right?
I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
I've never
Yeah.
felt more like
Yeah.
sketched out driving
Yeah.
home, especially because like the houses weren't built yet. Or
Those
nothing, so it was just.
that's
feeling,
why-
I was like,
That's why I agree with you when you were like, I can't get into scary movies because most of them are like jump scares, and I will get jump scared, but I'm just like they're corny as fuck for the most part.
Conjuring,
That's what I'm saying. But most
That's
movies are like
fair.
The Conjuring's pretty good, and like Silence of the Lambs. That shit gets me like, holy fuck.
I'm not gonna lie, Paranormal Activity had me spooked.
I was gonna say
Like when I
Paranormal
first
Activity.
watched it,
Yeah,
I
I
thought that
guess.
shit was real.
I feel like that shit just like Paranormal Activities. They just take way too long to get to like the climax or like to even scare you.
Well, if you want to say that, that's low-key like Fury, like what we talked about last week. Like it took
But it's a
forever
different
to get to the
genre.
climax.
It's a different genre.
But the point I'm
It
trying
is
to
a
make is
different
they're
genre.
having like the same type of, you know, like I guess.
time to get to.
Yeah.
But the scary movie, you expect to be scared. So it's like, why are you taking so long to get scared? But with Fury, it's like it makes sense that it's like a slow plot building type shit.
But no, Silence of the Lambs, like that was
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
that one had me like creeped
Spooked,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, that one had me.
That was a good
like-
movie though. I
Oh,
didn't
was
expect it to be
fantastic.
so
Yeah,
good.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, we watched it. I remember we watched it in the backyard for my
Yeah.
sister's party.
Have you ever seen The Shining?
No,
That's one.
That's like one of the-
Where's Johnny?
isn't that like
Shit.
the cult? That's like cult classics.
Yeah, like supposedly it's like one of the best movies ever, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people.
I heard The Godfather's like.
Yeah, exactly.
really good.
Pulp
And then, like,
Fiction,
Godfather 2 is
Godfather,
even better than,
like The
first
Shining.
one. I've never seen any of them.
They're
Oh,
good.
nostalgia. What about the Goonies? Fucking love the Goonies.
I never really fuck with the Goonies. that
It was
much.
like one of the
good.
first '80s movies that I like got introduced to. That's why I love that movie.
You ever seen
I-
The Warriors?
Yeah, I was literally gonna say.
No, I haven't.
Warriors is OG.
Warriors
I've never seen it.
come out of
You ever seen The
my-
Outsiders?
Ooh.
I feel like you have seen The Outsiders.
Oh, probably not. I don't know.
Tom
maybe.
Cruise is in it.
I
A
don't-
bunch of actors. Are
I don't
in
mean
it.
to sound like a bitch, but I literally remember that we read the book in 8th grade, The
Oh,
Outsiders,
I remember
and
that.
then I watched the movie, and I was hella one of those like, book was way better than the movie.
What about What about
I'll always take
Sandlot?
a movie over a fucking book.
What about Sandlot?
I've never seen the
Me
I
either.
love Sandlot.
Oh,
Never, seen it.
Oh, you said
Never
you never
seen
seen it?
Never.
I've seen the clips where it's like, you play ball like a girl.
No, you throw a
Oh.
ball like a girl. I've never
Yeah,
seen it.
that's like the only one I've ever seen.
Oh, do you like Stand By Me? I like that
Yeah,
movie.
Stand-
That's a good one.
Do you guys
Never
like
seen it.
Grease?
I don't never seen it.
No.
Mm-mm. Damn. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people. There's a lot of movies that like people are like you need. It's like one of those things that you need to watch. But I don't have a lot of those.
Like,
to
I've never
watch.
seen Titanic.
You
Yeah,
don't
me
need to
either.
watch it.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I know what happens. Like,
Like everybody just kind of knows what happens.
Yeah.
Shining and The Godfather and Pulp Fiction is pretty good, but I've never watched any of them.
hey, so Inception,
Hmm.
like, that's more like on the dream shit,
Yeah,
not like the
time travel. No,
like,
it's like
different
it's
dimensions
like it's not even like scientifically like.
shit. Backed or anything.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking fantasy movie. More than
Was he
anything.
dreaming? Or was it real world?
Do you
Have you seen
believe so?
Inception?
No, I've never seen
You've
it.
never seen Inception?
It's alright.
What? I love that movie. It's so
alright.
crazy.
It's only crazy because the ending.
No,
the
it's
actual
the
movie-
whole entire movie is crazy.
Nah.
Like the visuals and like the way that they.
I never
like,
understood
do shit.
how that chick just fucking
What do you mean?
like automatically was hella good at fucking making like dream worlds and shit.
Because some people are more inclined to like make dream worlds and shit. But I mean, it's yeah, you're right. I mean, like most of it's like what the fuck, but But the visuals and like fucking is crazy. And like the way that they like introduce the characters, like Leonardo DiCaprio's wife, he's like crazy. Like how she killed herself in the real world because she wanted to be in the dream world. That's what the whole concept
Because
is.
she thought they were still dreaming.
No, she was like, I want to be in the. She started thinking that the real world was the dream world because she was like, I want to live in that world.
Oh no, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she
So she,
thought
like, got
she
it
was
flip-flop.
technically dreaming still.
Yeah,
And like
so
the
like
way you wake up from the dream is like you like.
yeah, it's basically a whole movie about like letting go of trauma and like the past and shit. Because like
Yeah, that's deep.
because when they
Shit
go
like
into that mission, right, in the dream world, she shows up as
It's
a
gonna
villain.
be hard to explain.
Yeah, you have to like watch the movie.
I heard you have to, even to understand the movie. I heard you got to watch it like more than 2 times.
No.
Um,
No.
Yeah, I feel like back then it would have been, but now, no. You could
I
just
literally watched it
watch
the
once.
first time and I was like,
Yeah.
it was cool.
It's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. It's like Christopher Nolan's the one that directed that movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he always has like kind of like the same like it's like thought provoking, like in Interstellar. You like fucking shit like that.
Can we switch? Like, I don't mean, but I literally wrote this in my notes
Yeah.
because I wanted to bring this up.
Yeah, go
'cause
ahead.
It pissed me off so bad in class. So,
I'm so fucking weak. What?
because I legitimately, like, I don't want to sound like an asshole either, like, but I legitimately want to know, like, your guys' opinions. So we're in my sports marketing class. And our last lecture of, like, this, like, it's even in the book, like, sports is about, like, leaving a legacy and, like, being the greatest. Like, that's ultimately why we watch sports. So, like, witness greatness and shit.
Yep.
And so we're talking about, like, who's the GOATs, like, in every sport. And, like, my professor was presenting, like, 2 or 3 people in every sport to, like,
Yeah.
you know, to be like, so like with boxing, it was like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, and you know,
Manny
like
Pacquiao.
people were making people were for real like making arguments for like Floyd Mayweather or like Manny Pacquiao, and like that's the arguments that we were having. And they're like, so name the GOAT and everything, and so like I'm legit like, okay, like Usain Bolt, track, like Michael Phelps, swimming, like we're doing all sports, like we're naming like we're naming tennis or
Just
like
having a
Roger,
conversation?
that
Yeah.
dude, yeah. And I'm legit like. I'm even saying like, oh, Simone Biles, like gymnast, like Serena Williams, like tennis and shit. And like we're going on about it, and it's actually like a very like I don't want to say
Heated
thought provoking. Yeah, like because people are usually like bored, because that's the one I always send you. We're watching videos and shit, like not.
So
even
people were
doing
getting heated about
and
it.
not heated, but this was like the first class where like legitimately everybody was kind of like, oh, yeah, like yeah, like putting in their 2 cents and shit. And then out of nowhere, like a girl in my class is like, you guys didn't mention like no female athletes, and like,
Oh, okay.
our professor's like, yeah, like you're right. Our professor was like, you're right, like no. So he starts talking. He's like, oh, so who do you think? Like name them. And she was like, I mean, I don't know, but I'm just saying like you guys are talking about like athletes and you're not mentioning women.
Yeah.
And I got upset because I was like, you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like. You're getting mad at us because we're not educated on like
We
women's
hope she
sports.
sees this.
Wait. So then, what's the point you're trying to make? Like, what?
The
What's
point
your
I'm trying to
opinion?
make is that like I feel like girls get so mad.
Hypocrites.
Like girls get so mad when like, oh, like guys are assholes for not watching the WNBA.
Yeah.
No. And it's like, you know, y'all can watch too.
Yeah.
Like it's not just on us.
No, you're right.
And even when they mentioned like WNBA, I was like, Sue Bird, like probably like she might be like considered the GOAT for like the WNBA.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? And like it just made me mad because she was getting upset at us because she's like, nobody's mentioning like female athletes, and I'm like, you.
But
couldn't
didn't
even
you
no
mention
fucking
female
females.
athletes as
That's
well?
the point I was trying to make too. I'm like, you
Okay.
weren't even listening. Like I said Simone Biles, I said Serena Williams, and people. But the point I'm trying to make is like, I literally looked over, and even the dude that was sitting right next to me too was like,
Yeah.
because it's for real. Like you're getting mad at us when you could be part of like,
The conversation.
yeah, like you could fix the problem. Like,
Yeah.
women's
You
Well,
can
she's being
educate
stupid.
on
That's-
these names, but you
you
don't.
get what I'm saying? Like you're getting
Yeah,
mad
I know
at
what you're
us.
saying.
No. Yeah.
Because we're not watching like when more in doubt, like I showed like I actually watch more like female sports than like you do.
Yeah.
And obviously I don't watch like I'm not fucking watching the WNBA, but like I'm not like shitting on it either, but it just makes me mad because I'm like they're getting mad at us because we're not watching like the women's sports, but yet
Yeah.
you're not watching either. And she sits next to a girl in class, and even the girl too was like, and I was like, y'all getting mad at us, but y'all can't name one athlete. Like you think that was stupid? That like I
Yeah.
got like upset.
No, it is.
I was like,
well, no, it's not stupid. Like, I think the whole situation is dumb.
I bet you everyone felt the same way you did.
Yeah,
in that
no, it is
class
stupid
besides
because-
those-
even my professor when he was like, yeah, like name him, bring him up. He didn't say it like being an asshole. Like I think we all thought like, oh, she's about to like drop knowledge on us. Like these are women athletes, and she was like, I don't know. And my professor too was kind of like,
Yeah.
and that's when he started naming female athletes. Like, he was even naming some like female boxers that I don't even know about or nothing.
Yeah.
I would say Sydney McLaughlin.
Oh, the track star.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. That's fucking. She's stupid for that. I mean, yeah.
But that's like my problem because I don't mean to go on feminism and stuff, but like there's so many people that. Because even my sister, I know she's going to watch this, so yeah. Like, even she's gotten mad, like, about talking about the WNBA. I'm like, you don't watch.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going to get mad at us? Like, you don't watch.
No,
like,
I think the root of the problem is, like fake feminism. Like, the concept of feminism is, like,
trying to get at.
Women empowerment, right? Like, there is wage gaps in, like, the salary. But when it comes to basketball, it's dependent on how much revenue you make. So, like, if if you really want more like salary for the WNBA, you need to watch. You need to watch.
But
and I'm sorry, but like the truth is, the WNBA isn't as entertaining to watch as it is the NBA.
See, the
argument,
it's
not a knock on like women.
The argument that they make is that like we already watch basketball, so why can't we also watch that?
Because it's not as entertaining as the NBA.
I heard this. I forgot where I heard it, but they said if they just lowered the rims to where they can actually.
Oh yeah.
To where they can actually yam. That would actually be kind of tight.
No, okay. I was dude, I was crying because I remember I was on Instagram and it was like
I heard it and I was like, wait, he's on to something.
It was like no.
We're kind of treading on water here. Bro.
No. Dude, I was on Instagram, right? And they were like, they put like a big ass post and they were like, first dunk of the season, and it was like 2 months into the season, and they were putting that shit like, and it was like some chick that was like 7'3", bro. I just like stood up.
I don't want to get into this fucking type of shit because then we're just fucking gonna fucking shit on the WNBA.
But the point I'm trying to make is like I've seen WNBA games and they be hooping. Like there are like some interesting games, but it's like you said, I feel like there's not enough attention around it. Yeah. And then there's more, like you said, the fake feminists. That's like what makes me mad. Yeah. Because I'm like, don't come at me when you could be part of the solution, but you're not. Yeah. Like that's what makes me upset.
Yeah. I mean, most people will like you can't when it comes to like the concept of it, like you can't, like I'm not gonna watch WNBA just because I support women empowerment because it's not entertaining. It's not entertaining. That's what people watch basketball for. It's not fucking entertaining, bro.
Go after him, not me.
What you do, bro? You guys are basically implying that because you guys were like, oh, the fucking dunk. Oh, you guys were fucking making fun of that shit.
Does that not make basketball that much better though?
Of what?
Dunking.
I'm not talking about the dunking, but you guys were clowning the fact that they fucking
no. That's just something I forgot where I want to say my professor said it maybe when I was like that's actually a good idea.
This was kind of crazy though. Like when it comes to like even like the Women's World Cup, like I feel like women go harder in soccer than like men do. Like to be honest, I feel like they're not flopping as much. And then even like in track and field, like when the Olympics come on, like
that's how I feel about volleyball.
I watch everybody race. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm not just watching the guys race.
The way I think of it is because...
But the thing is, like, what I'm saying, when you're comparing the NBA to the WNBA, it's for real, like...
The talent gap is there.
Slower.
That's what but I'm saying, like, the WNBA was... If we're talking about, like, time-wise, it's only recent that it got, like, established. So the talent hasn't been curated enough. If you compare it to the NBA, it's been around since like 1950s. So obviously they fucking like back then I would ball up anybody who was like back in the 1950s because they fucking suck. They all fucking sucked. I wouldn't watch fucking 1950s basketball now because it fucking sucks.
Well, you ever seen that dude dribbling on his knees?
Who?
I'm not even.
Are you
kidding,
talking about
bro.
the like?
I'm not even
you talking about old ass video?
Yeah, it's like back in like it was black and white. Motherfucker drilling on his knees. But I was like, oh.
That's why we literally talked about that in class too. Like, what's his name? Like, he just passed away. R.I.P. Bill Russell. Oh. I said R.I.P. just passed away. Bill Russell, right? That's why they like when they were bringing up the GOAT conversation. Like they said he's not it because like the competition was trash.
What do you mean?
Like Bill, because he has 11 championships, Bill Russell. But they were like, he's not. You know how a lot of the time, like, oh, if you have more rings, like you're the GOAT or whatever. And they were like, so it's not him.
So now we're getting to like the GOAT conversation.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's why they were saying, like, I'm saying your point of talent, like there wasn't talent back then. Yeah. That's why he's not looked at as like the GOAT because like the talent was garbage.
In terms of basketball, like you can respect like Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell for pushing the game.
Well, Wilt Chamberlain's different.
First of all, I feel like
games were longer back then.
I feel like records shouldn't be like taken into consideration like before. I'm saying like before. I'm trying to say this right. Like once they allowed like black people to start playing sports. That's when I feel like records should count. Cause like in football, they're like Dick Bundy rushed for 800 yards in 1932. I'm like, bro, there was only white dudes on the field.
Dude, okay, the thing is,
Get the fuck out of here. Like segregation wasn't even like
Okay, the thing with
illegal.
that-
Get the fuck out of here.
the
Yeah, two
whole
plays, bro.
the whole concept of a goat
Run left,
conversation,
run right.
the whole conversation of the GOAT conversation is stupid as fuck because it's only like theory. Like, oh, like is Michael Jordan the GOAT or LeBron James the GOAT? No one fucking knows because if they were to go 1v1, we would never know the outcome because we'll never see them go 1v1. So like, you know what I'm saying?
So the point that my professor was also taking.
That's why it
was,
goes
like,
down to
who-
stats.
It's like who revolutionized the game more.
Yeah.
Like, you can make an argument for Steph
revolutionized.
now.
Yeah, I better say.
You can make an argument for
Yeah, that's
Steph.
why I'm saying like the GOAT conversation is what your metrics of being the GOAT is. So it's either stats, accolades, or
I-
talent, like
I think-
talent wise.
I
Yeah.
think it's like a combination of all of them.
That's what I'm saying. If you're talking about a conversation of all three, then you can make an argument for Bill Russell or like Will Chamberlain.
But I don't
Because
think the talent
his
was there
talent-
for Bill Russell.
No, I'm saying his talent at that time was way better than his colleagues at that time. That's why mixed with his stats and his accolades, he can be in the GOAT conversation. If that's what we're going off of. That's what I'm just saying. If we're going about pure talent, LeBron James is probably gonna fucking ball up Bill Russell in terms of talent because obviously the game has been better. That's why the whole conversation of the GOATs, what I'm saying, is stupid as fuck because it doesn't fucking make any sense.
See, I feel like when it comes to
you
sports
can't
like
say
that,
you can't fucking say
yes,
shit like that.
but I feel like when it comes to like other sports like track and field, like it's easy to say like Usain Bolt because ain't nobody ever run faster than him.
Exactly. That's fine.
You know what I mean?
That's fine. Yeah.
So like I feel like in time things, like that's where
Yeah.
you got to be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
the
I think
GOAT.
with basketball and like football, it's always gonna be it's always gonna be an argument, which
Well, Tom Brady for sure.
I mean, I always think about it always. I think that
Okay, well, in like stats wise, I think only within a season I hate, because especially with nowadays, because you have now you have an extra game,
Oh yeah.
and I feel like that really throws off. That can throw off.
Like if somebody beat my record, like let's say I played and I only had 16 games,
Yeah.
and someone like beat my record in game 17, I'd be like, he didn't beat my record. It took me this many games. It took
Okay.
him that many.
yeah.
I think there was something like that. Oh, I think it was T.J. Watts.
No, I think it was no, but T.J. Watt was hurt for 2 games, so he did it technically in 15.
15.
Yeah. So that's
I like
why
how
people
our-
weren't.
I like how
that's
the
why
fucking
people
podcast
weren't,
turned into like a sports again. How the fuck did we talk about sports? End up talking about
because that
He
chick
brought up
was fucking on her
Oh,
fake
okay,
feminist shit.
yeah. But I mean,
call her
yeah.
up, bro. What's her name?
Honestly, I really don't know.
Good.
I would.
Keep it that way.
I mean, on that.
Unless you don't want to.
What time?
You know, me and my friends were arguing. Me and my classmate were arguing that from a pure talent standpoint.
Damn.
Fuck,
Your tongue
I know it's
twisted.
hard.
God damn. Yeah,
From a
purest
pure
talent
talent standpoint,
Yeah.
that Aaron Rodgers is like a better quarterback
Yeah.
than Tom Brady. Because like his arm and his accuracy and
Yeah.
shit was insane.
I mean, that's why I feel like I don't think
But that's
talent,
why I say he's the most talented.
That's
but
why,
he's not the
yeah. That's
best.
why I think talent isn't really a big metric in like the conversation of being a GOAT because there may be more talent. Like Allen Iverson, he was talented as fuck, but he's not in the GOAT
Crazy.
conversation because he's never won any championships. That's what I'm saying.
Because I feel like once it comes to that, like you got to be good enough to help elevate your team to get there. I mean,
That's what he
got
did
there,
though. That's what I'm saying. He never won
but
anything.
he had to go
He
against
did.
Kobe, man.
He has MVP.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, so does Derrick Rose.
I think the basic metric.
Derrick Rose was crazy though. Before everything, before all of the
Yeah, the
injuries,
injury.
he was fucking crazy.
Yeah. If before metrics, right? I mean, the basic metric for a GOAT conversation in terms of basketball, because I know basketball, is you've won a championship, and if you won an MVP, and if you like score over like 29 points per game, or like 30.
See,
if
like,
you've scored,
low-key,
over
Shaq
20.
could be there.
Yeah,
Like
Shaq is
my
there.
professor was
Shaq
saying
is one
that
of the
Shaq
like-
is like the most dominant player. Ever.
Shaq is there.
Yeah.
Shaq is that dude.
I mean, yeah.
He's like an enhanced version of Zion.
I think most
Besides
people.
the shooting.
Yeah, most people.
That's not even John.
Most people now will say that the GOAT is probably either like Michael Jordan or LeBron or Kobe.
You're gonna be
It's
able to
always
say
been
Steph,
that.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you can make an argument for Steph. but-
Like in terms of like revolutionizing the game, like
Allen Iverson Allen Iverson did it.
that's true. That's why he should.
That's
he
why the
should be in
metric. That's why
conversation.
you should. That's like basic metric. You can't be like how do you revolutionize the game. There's like multiple people like in the past 50 years that have done that. Like Michael Jordan revolutionized the game. Bill
One.
Russell revolutionized the game.
No, who?
Bill Russell,
How?
world champion. What do you
How
mean?
did they?
Obviously, he revolutionized the game.
Shaq.
If he fucking won 11 fucking rings, so he pushed the game to its boundaries, bro.
There was like 2 teams back then.
Exactly. But I mean,
It was either him
like
or
who
them.
else? Like who else couldn't have been if not Bill Russell?
But that's really the one that comes to your mind, though.
Yeah, like
Hey,
world
Jay,
champion
no.
Bill Russell, all those guys, bro.
Kareem,
Yeah, Kareem, Dr. J, they all revolutionized the game, bro.
Larry Bird.
At some
I
point.
just don't think of Bill Russell. Well, I don't know, but probably because I never.
I
was
feel like
there.
the top 3 is like MJ, LeBron, and Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like LeBron low-key like fell off in me. Thought like the
Still
team
nice.
was-
No, a lot of people.
he's still.
I think
gonna get
Kobe's
anybody
fallen off a lot
buckets.
of people's list. I think it's just between LeBron and Michael Jordan, just because of the fact that LeBron's still in the league.
Well, Kobe.
And the stats that he puts up, like
And I think
Good
it's also
point.
in terms of
Age.
like longevity, bro. He's like 30, almost 40, putting
But,
up that much
see,
numbers,
I
and that's
think-
unheard of.
You know what? When
Which
I
is
hear
why.
like old heads talk about it, they're always like, "Okay, MJ won 6 finals and
Yeah.
he won 6 finals."
What?
Like every finals MJ went to, he won. Like he only went to 6,
Yeah,
but he won 6. So that's why like they always say that's a knock on LeBron. Like he won a 9 or whatever.
Oh, I
but,
see what you're
like,
saying.
He only.
Kobe's been to plenty too, and only has 5.
yeah.
That's what he mean. Like that's what even what my professor said. Cause like like there was this one dude who was like a Kobe dower, and he was like going to bat for Kobe, and he was like, "How many finals did Kobe go to?" And I think it was like what 7.
I don't know the number.
I think it was 7.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's like, "You know how many Michael Jordan went to?" And he was like 6. He was like, "How many rings does Michael Jordan have?" He was like 6. 100. Like he's basically
Yeah,
100% in the finals.
Yeah, but
That's what
there's
he was
a lot of
saying.
people don't know is that Michael Jordan actually went to the playoffs and lost before in the first round.
But that's what I mean. That's what for me watching The Last Dance.
That's why
I respected. Cause like he didn't jump ship. He's like, "Nah, we gotta come back and we gotta grind and work harder so that we can beat these fuckers who were at the Pistons. So we gotta get yoked,
Yeah,
jacked, and get past that."
The point I'm trying to make is that that's the 100 for 100 conversation isn't really. It's like taken out of context because he went to the playoffs. He just didn't make it to the finals. So technically, yes, he's 100 for 100. But that one year he went to the playoffs and fucking lost in like the first round. He didn't make it to the finals. So he's technically hasn't lost in the finals.
I think that's a good fact.
Who is that?
Michael Jordan.
But that's what I'm saying.
Did you
But
fart?
before, like
Huh?
Did you
Wh-
fart?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard
when
it.
he got to the biggest, moment though, he won.
I thought I heard something, bro. I was like,
When he got to the
That was
biggest
it.
moment though, he won.
Huh?
I said when he got to the biggest moment though, he won.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. At that point, what do you consider more of, like finals appearances or how many times you've won in the finals?
How many times he won the finals?
How? Because Michael Jordan, like I said, that one year is basically a
If
knock on his team.
LeBron would have won every single fucking final, this wouldn't even.
But
be a
he's made the
conversation
finals
right now.
every single time, though.
Yeah,
Is
but
what I'm
he didn't.
saying. Michael Jordan didn't make the finals every single time he's been to playoffs. You couldn't say that.
No,
about
LeBron
him?
hasn't.
But
has
he's
LeBron
made it
been to
more
finals
times
every
than
time
Michael
he's been
Jordan.
to
Is what I'm
finals?
saying.
What?
But he hasn't won.
That's what I said. Michael Jordan.
See, it's
lost
crazy.
in
But
the
that's what
first
you're saying.
round.
LeBron even had more opportunities to surpass Jordan in winning, and he didn't.
No, but I think of that as a metric of him surpassing Jordan because
Something doesn't
he's
sound
made it to the.
right.
What do you mean?
So
There was a
Well, I'm
season. I
saying
don't know what it is, but
what
there was
the-
a season where Michael Jordan went to the playoffs and lost.
No, yeah,
but
he
what
went
I'm
to
saying
the playoffs. but-
doesn't
yeah.
doesn't it? So he has. So he went to playoffs 6 times.
No, he didn't go
He
6
made
times.
no. He
Even
went.
if that's
He
the
went
case.
more than 6, but every time he got to the finals,
He's
he
won.
won.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
you're saying.
The-
That's
the
what I'm
argument I was
saying.
trying to make is that
That's what
that
doesn't sound right.
that stat is taken out of context because LeBron has carried his team to the finals more times than Michael Jordan did.
Yeah, and LeBron went
So,
to how many straight
would you-
finals?
I don't know. I don't know the stat.
Oh,
He went to a
I
bunch of.
remember it was either him or Curry, like in the last decade. For
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm saying.
So that's what I'm saying. He went to a bunch like back to back to back,
Yeah,
and like he won like maybe one in between, and then lost the other one.
yeah.
Jordan went back, won, retired, came back, and won, and then dipped again.
I mean, he still lost in the playoffs that one time. That's
I mean, he
that's the
did,
point I'm trying
but
to
so
make.
did LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
But the point I'm trying to make, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. The stat is.
think-
I feel like the stat
I
is
think-
mundane.
But my thing is like once you get there, and like I said, you have that mentality, like I'm here, like I ain't going home. Like I felt like the coldest line was I forget which one it was, and literally like Jordan's like they're going, it's like game 6 or whatever, and if they win, like they win the championship.
Yeah.
and they're flying over there, and obviously if they lose, then you got Game 7 over there. And Jordan's like, I'm only packing one suit. Like, I'm going to win tonight. That's some cold shit to say, is it not? Like, the reporters are like, oh, like, going into, like, they're basically asking, like, what are you going to do if, like, none, like, all this shit happens? And he legit just says, I'm only packing one suit.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Like, I'm
know.
like,
I feel like, dude, and
cold shit,
well,
bro. Like,
well, the thing is, and the
One pair of
argument,
draws.
and the
One pair of
argument where
socks.
like people say like Jordan didn't jump shift, he technically did, because as soon as like that last three-peat that he did, the last year he knew that the next season they were gonna be asked. That's why he's like, I'm gonna retire.
no, well, if you watch The Last Dance, like, you see why.
Why?
Like,
What
he
did he
was
say?
going through hardship and shit because, like, his dad passed and
No,
all that.
the last three-peat. I'm not talking about when he
No,
did
because,
it first.
because Phil Knight was going to leave, and he said if Phil Knight's not here.
Exactly.
Not Phil Knight.
Phil
Knight.
Jackson.
Phil
Yeah, I
Jackson.
was like,
I was thinking of the
who
creator of
fuck is
Nike.
Phil Knight?
Phil Jackson, he was like, if he ain't going to coach here, like, I ain't. Did you watch The Last Dance?
No, but I'm. That's what. But that's
I don't
what.
watch it either.
No, I didn't watch it
breaks
either.
down everything.
No,
like,
but I'm saying
why it
like
happened.
no, but that's like weak mentality. You're saying you you technically did jump ship just because the coach.
he didn't
left.
want to hoop no more though either. He's like, I'm only gonna hoop.
But then
for
why
this
did he
coach.
come back for the Wizards? Because he wanted to hoop.
I think he just did that
Exactly.
for the money.
No, he wanted to hoop, bro. He was like, dude, the Wizards fucking sucks, and I own this team. I'm gonna fucking play for them to show him how he fucking. That's literally why he went to the
He
Wizards.
owned the Wizards.
Yeah.
No, he owns the. He owns the.
No, he owned the Wizards at the time.
Oh really?
Yeah, and he gave up his CEO position, or he was like a GM or some shit like that.
I didn't know that.
Oh shit. I
Yeah.
don't know that either.
Anyways, he was out of his
Did they talk
prime.
about that in Last Dance?
Huh?
Did they talk about
No.
that? in
They
Last
literally just talk about like the era.
The era where he like three-peated
Oh.
twice.
But that's what I'm saying. They talk about when he went to the playoffs and lost and got bounced or whatever, and they kept being by the Pistons, and like they all just grinded and got better. Like,
I mean, you can say the same thing. That's what I'm saying. You can say the same thing about LeBron also.
no, you can't.
You can.
Motherfucker dipped to Miami. And then once they were done, see, like the Spurs are the best example of that because they literally went. I forget when was it. Like they beat the Spurs.
Probably 14.
The
13.
Spurs did what? They just regrouped, like got better, and then they beat them in the next finals. And
They
then
beat him the
LeBron-
first time.
Did they? No.
Yeah. Yes, they
'Cause I
did.
thought
that was the
LeBron
first
lost.
year-
I thought
that was the
LeBron
first year
lost first
LeBron
to the
went
Mavs.
Miami.
No, I thought they first lost to the Mavs,
Yeah, they did.
and then they beat
Yeah,
the
that sounds
Spurs.
right.
Yeah, then they beat the Spurs.
Yep.
And then they lost to the Spurs the second time.
Yes.
That's
That
what I'm
sounds right.
saying. Like they came back, and they regrouped, and they beat him, and then he's like, "All right, I'm out. I'm back to Cleveland."
I mean, you could say it's like I said, it's taken out
Maybe
of
not
context.
get better though with Wade and Bosch.
No, but
That's
it's
the point I'm trying to make. Like,
no the it's taken out of context because he wanted to go back and win a team championship. That's why he left Miami, not
nah,
because
he went because he saw Kevin Love that was kind of nice.
you could
and
say
he saw Kyrie
you could
that was
say
nice.
you could say that about Jordan because he saw that Phil Jackson was leaving. He's like, I want to fucking play on a team. I'm gonna fucking go out like a goat, like me undefeated.
But what I'm saying is he could have jumped out and gone to another team and probably won like 2-3 more.
But he didn't. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But
I hate to say that I'm gonna say this
But
name.
does that make you
who
the
actually
GOAT?
did that?
Huh?
But Brady did that.
Yeah.
If
And I hate that I
anything,
say that name.
that's so much more impressive. Because he left a whole new system, a whole new coaching staff, a whole new set of players, and he still won and did the shit. Like football,
How is that different from LeBron though?
No, I'm saying that's
the point I'm trying to make is
it's-
like in basketball, like you can like players can really dictate who wins a game.
Okay.
In football, like it's not like that at all. Like it's the
Okay, yeah.
most like team sport, like where it's team oriented and like scheme, like in coaching and shit.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm trying to like the point I'm trying to make is like the hardest sport to win a championship in, without a doubt, is football. I don't think I'm wrong. Cause baseball, you can have a raw pitcher, you're gonna be nice, like you're gonna be set. Basketball, it already shows like
I feel
basically
like
like
it comes down
wherever
to
LeBron
chances.
goes, like you're going to the finals. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, it's arguable.
It's like we just said, Aaron Rodgers, not this year, but like he's the back-to-back MVP, and they're dog shit right now.
yeah, I mean, it's
Like you
arguable.
get what I'm saying? Like
It's arguable. I don't
I
think
think
that.
it's football.
I mean,
I was gonna
don't think
say to that. I feel like it's chances. Like,
yeah.
and how many games does the NBA have a season?
82.
How many
Exactly.
chances is that to go to a?
Yeah.
How many games does the NFL have?
Yeah, like 16.
Same with MLB.
Yep.
They have fucking.
They
I
have
don't
like
even
over
know their.
100 and something.
I don't. Yeah, I don't even know their
It's fucking
fucking.
insane.
But obviously, the more you win out, the more you're gonna fucking.
Because
like,
in
go to
football,
playoffs or
every game
whatever.
fucking matters. In basketball, people like half-ass, and then like all-star break half is like, all right, we gotta fucking.
You can
put our
take-
shit on.
You
bro.
can even take games off in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like you
football
can't
like
really-
that's just detrimental. So that's
you
the
have
point.
to be like fucking 14-0, and then you can sit like the last 3 fucking games or whatever.
Or,
You
there
have to have
might,
a
or there might be a
clinched-
team that's on your ass like at 15-1, and you're trying to get the home seed advantage. So then you gotta play like hard those last 2 games. Like I genuinely, But anyways, going back to the Brady thing, like he did jump ship, but I just think it's impressive because I'm like he really won another one in a whole new organization, a whole new scheme, a whole new like surrounding, a whole new environment. Cause like Tom Brady, like
He
can't
took
throw the
Gronk with him.
ball. He can't throw the ball to himself. And like they basically have the exact same team, and they're fucking ass now.
Mm.
Like you get the point I'm trying to make. Like he went out, like not went out, but like he won. That first year he went there, and it's like, oh fuck, like he's really the GOAT because he was able to do it. Like I feel like in football, it's more respectable when you're able to do it in more organizations because it's like, oh shit. Like with Dion, like he was with the Niners and they won, and then he came to us and we won one. And the notion was, if you want to win a Super Bowl, like you get Deion Sanders. He won another one after that, but
Odell. Well, no, he only has one.
yeah, I mean, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Mm. Well, I wanna end this conversation with sports. With like, did you guys ever have moments in sports where you guys were like, "Holy fuck, I'm the fucking best in the world"?
Like 6th grade, probably.
Yeah,
For real, you didn't feel it like in high school or anything like that?
No.
No.
For real?
Never. When I was a youngin, definitely like your aspirations are
Yeah,
like,
that's facts.
I
mean,
thought I was gonna be really good at volleyball, and then
Damn.
yeah,
Had
that
there-
how it went.
Have there ever been like matches where you're literally like, I'm watching like a historic fucking like game right now? Like
Nah.
like I think about like the 2013 Iron Bowl, Alabama, when they got like the kick 6 field goal.
I didn't watch that live.
I watched it live, and I was like, as I was watching it, I was like, holy fuck, like this game is crazy. And like now it's like,
Oh, probably the
The first time I ever
really
felt that
heavy.
was when I watched the finals in 2013 and Ray
That's
Allen
what
hit
I
that
was, yeah,
shot.
that's exactly what
That's
I
what,
was
I was
gonna
like,
say.
holy
Ray Allen.
fuck! Like I can't believe I'm watching this shit right now.
quarterback.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's crazy.
I watched it.
Maybe
anyways,
even
I
when
watched it. I didn't even feel that much, but that's probably because I didn't know that much about basketball at the time.
yeah. Fuck. I mean,
The Tom, hey, I remember watching the Falcons
Oh, that
Patriots
was
Super
pretty
Bowl.
good too,
Did
yeah.
I not call it?
yeah.
I've
you did
said this
call it.
before. I was like, bro, like, nope, they're gonna come back. They're gonna score. They're gonna tie it up, get the 2 point. No, I was like, they're gonna tie it up with the 2 point. They're gonna go to overtime. They're gonna win the fucking toss, and they're gonna drive right down the field and score.
And that's exactly what happened.
And I called that shit in like the third quarter. Did I not?
yeah, he did.
Swear. I think you even have it on video.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
but I don't have it anymore.
I
have
fucking
it
called
anymore.
it though.
He did call
Fucking
it.
called it.
I'm
I'm like
anyways,
that LeBron meme and shit. Like then third quarter, I called Brady up. Like, nah, I got a feeling you're gonna do it. Come back.
what's it called? We've been going on for a while, bro.
how long have we been going for?
Almost like an hour and a half. I think we started like 4:36.
Yeah, I think we should make this one shorter because
Yeah, I mean, last we were going on for a while, so I mean, that was a lot of.
that was a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, it was.
We went from fucking conspiracy, time travel, movie.
I mean, that's what the
fucking
podcast is about.
sports,
But
yeah.
who wants to send it? Oh, you're the host actually. Oh well, I
Um,
mean, before we, like, I feel like we should have any conversation. Didn't you guys want to do that segment where it was like one, like
what's one too many?
yeah,
Fuck.
Well, what's one too many
of what?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what?
You didn't have one?
No, I didn't know we were still doing that.
Oh damn! All right, well whatever.
Because I
fuck.
thought once the
I think of one real quick.
alright,
What?
One too many.
the fucking Jeopardy song.
What's one too many? I don't know why I want to say like hot Cheetos.
Like, what's one too many like bags of chips to eat?
Yeah, sure.
Are we talking like
Um,
fun size or like the snack size or like the fucking?
a
Just
big
just a
party
regular, just regular.
Well, I don't even like hot Cheetos, so I feel like if you eat more than one bag,
Okay, what kind of chips do you like?
the sabritones, you know, the fucking.
Yeah. Well, there's like really only one size of those.
Now they got like the family size and then like the.
Well, if we're talking in terms of size, like with a whole bag of chips. Okay, if we're talking about like the family size.
If you eat
No,
more
I'm
than
talking about just the one.
even if you eat a whole bag of that, you
That's what I'm saying,
crazy.
yeah. I don't even. I was
Imagine
doing.
you have a whole fucking family size Dorito bag all to yourself in one sitting. That's wild.
I think
That hurts.
I could eat like probably like I was gonna say half or some shit.
family size? No, okay. So what about like
Oh,
the normal one?
you said
Half.
of a family size?
Yeah.
What about a normal one?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
Then a normal one, they'll probably take like two.
Yeah, I was gonna
three
say two.
bags.
Of what? What do you like?
That's pretty wild.
Shit, fucking like. I think I could munch on Doritos for a while. Honestly.
You like
Safe pick.
the kettle cooked jalapeno chips?
Oh, those are fire.
Oh, they're stupid fire.
Stupid fire. fire.
Nice and
Are you talking about the
crunchy.
ones that like they like feel like the popcorn, almost?
No.
Okay, never mind.
What chips are you talking about?
Shit, I don't know.
Like they're Dorito brand or they're different?
They're
I think I know what you're talking about.
like Miss
though.
Vicky's, I think it's called, the brand. Little Vicky's.
Are they like in like a white-ish bag?
No. It's like brownish. Honestly, it looks like the color of this pillow.
Oh, I think.
And like it's like green on top with the
those are
jalapeno.
fire. Those are fire.
Those are-
fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
Alright.
nah, I think more than one bag is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
one too
it's-
many.
Yep. And that's I'm just like, yeah. I mean, we should probably end the segment because we've been fucking talking for a
Yeah.
while. So
Keep
Like and
listening.
subscribe, please.
yeah,
Keep
like
listening.
what we said in the beginning, we appreciate the support. Thanks for listening.
Continue to listen. I know everybody's like super busy, so the fact that you guys take the time out of your day and listen to us bullshit and talk about bullshit is much appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Continue to do it. You guys are on this journey with us, you know. So let's fucking see where the
What's the
fuck it
outro?
takes us.
You haven't done the outro, so I want you to do it.
I was the first one to do it. You
Oh,
done
I
it
haven't
yet.
done it.
Yeah.
Can I do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's the end of the episode for our podcast and
Episode 3.
And that's one too many.
Fucking, did you do it?
Bro, did you say
You
it?
didn't say it.
Why didn't you
I
say
did.
it?
I did the peace sign.
No,
Bro.
but- okay, I like how last week you gave me shit for not doing it,
Yeah.
and now you don't do it.
All right, let's do it again.
All right.
We're trying to establish and build a culture here.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, man.
All
I
right, ready?
came up with that one.
Then why don't you do it, bitch?
Well, I did the first one. He did it last time.
But we should all do it. That's the
That's
thing.
what we're saying.
That's
I thought
my
we were
fault.
all
That's
doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what happened. I was concentrating on doing the 3 because it's the 3rd episode.
All right.
I was gonna do it episode now, bro.
How many?
All
how
right.
many episodes is too many episodes?
All right. Shut the fuck up, bro. All right. Thanks very much for tuning in. That ends our segment, and that's One too many. Fucking stupid. Go ahead. Bro,